Hello, recording. Hello, Internet. Welcome to These Fucks Play D&D.
Part 8.
Can somebody give a quick recap? Because I feel like it's been 9 months since the last session.
We are trekking across the jungle to go to the place that we don't want to go because the person that's never here has a magical STD. We fought some spiders. There was webs, there was spiders. We killed them. A bunch of weird fucking bear creatures showed up, and Karen used telepathy to convince them to fling poop at Mandrid because they love each other. Those things buggered off and we didn't fight them. We made camp for the night, and then a bunch of dwarven zombies jumped out of the bushes, and we were fighting them, but there was this really pretty yellow plant that a couple of people got snared up by, and then Theron set it on fire. And
all right.
That was
I
the
remember
session.
that. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Sounds pretty accurate. So I believe that was towards the end of the day. So you guys continue onward. And you can make camp for the night. How about a survival check from whoever's going to do the survival check with advantage for your tracker help? All right. So yeah, so you find a pretty chill spot where you are able to, camp out. I'm not even think if that's a good enough roll. You are perfectly hidden in what you actually find is like a platform and some trees. Looks like maybe some druids have a watchtower up here, and it's got some water and it's got some dried berries, and it's a nice comfy spot to rest up for the night, so you guys can have your long rest. It has been a little bit. Will somebody remind me how many XP you guys have?
3650.
3650.
Yep.
Manjard will take the first watch for the evening, and during that time, he's going to switch out one of his spells.
Okay.
I'm just looking at something quick.
No worries.
Animal friendship on Dino.
That's right.
3 castings of good berry.
Okay. So lots of fucking good berries, which is good because you have lots of people. All right, and he failed his wisdom save, so animal friendship remains. You have a brontosaurus still.
Awesome. Man, you were clinging to Dino like so hard. I'm surprised you kept him for so long.
He's not a very wise dinosaur.
It's the only reason that Theron is not pitching a fit for having to go into this zombie-infested wherever we're going for Karen.
All right. So you also have all your people with you. I'm going to say they start coming down with they're all rested, and they're not getting the various illnesses they can get from the water. But unless you're sharing your salve with them, they are going to start getting sick.
I thought we didn't we give them?
We shared.
That's true.
We did share.
You did share some salve with them. That's true. Okay. So never mind. They don't get sick.
And
so you just got a whole fucking you just got a whole fucking parade of people going through the jungle here.
That reminds me, we each have to take one salve away the next morning.
Yep. Everybody take away a salve.
And no rations, right? Because of the good berries, Tyler?
Yep. So how many people do we have at this again?
You have all of you. You have
the 4 people, and then the 4 from the thing.
Yep. So you have the 5 PCs, the 4 NPCs, and Musharib.
So 10.
10 total.
10 total.
I can use a ration if needed, because I have plenty of rations, if it helps, Tyler.
I'm at 19, including one for Dino. We should be good.
All right, good. Cool.
All right. So in the morning, you guys head out. Is there anything you guys want to do in the morning before you head out?
We have this map now, Ken?
You have a rough map, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
my character is the one carrying like the rough map of the area.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you.
I'm going to do my morning ritual of casting the bear spirit over everybody while everybody's still asleep, so everybody gets temporary HP when they wake up.
All right.
Remind me, was it yesterday that we had that battle with the spiders, or was it a few days now?
Should have been yesterday at this point.
Yeah, because we had 2 fights within the same day because we tried to make camp, but then we got ambushed while making camp by the dwarven zombie thingies.
All right, manager won't be too pushy about it, but he'll see if anybody wants to spar or do some exercises or some training in the morning, like some military exercises and training in the morning to hone their skills.
Rain was on the last one, and he got his ass thrown in the mud, so he's gonna opt to sit that one out and see if anyone else wants to give it a whirl. Also, 9 temporary hit points now, right?
Yes, 9.
Ooh, nice.
Karen just kind of laughs at you.
Theron's going to politely back out.
Get Dino to spur with him.
Yeah, Colleen just kind of like she's just doesn't even pay attention. She's not really into it. It's not her thing.
But y'all were the best of friends, especially once he found out about the assassination contracts.
Oh, man, she's an honest person. She's an honest bad guy.
It doesn't seem like he's doing it to like show off. Like he's legitimately, he thinks that, you know, certain people he thinks really need the training, and he really is trying to, you know, keep in shape, even though we just fought yesterday and had some serious battles. You know, he, after everyone declines, he kind of gets a bit frustrated and will say something about, you know, you can never use too much training, especially when, you know, there's danger around every corner, and you know, there's monsters.
As you say danger around every corner, you hear a roar coming from the south. And 2 figures come busting out of the underbrush.
Stealth! Oh, God!
Into the clearing where you guys are resting. So I tell you what, why don't you put yourselves, you guys are getting ready to head out for the day. Put yourselves in whatever travel order you would be in, up towards the top of the screen.
They're coming from the top.
No, they're coming from the bottom, so put yourselves towards the top.
Yes, we haven't left yet.
Right, you were bundling up and getting ready.
All right, well, I would have been off by myself a little bit, you know, doing some exercises myself and stretching and trying to get others to join me.
I can't move the NPCs.
Okay, 1 second.
Actually, would Mushroom join Mandrid?
I'll have to take care of the NPCs.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
but let's take a look here. He's a dwarf. Let's say yes. He would. You could have yourself, but you know what? He'll join you next time because this is going to convince him that, oh yeah, maybe we should work out a little bit after this little encounter.
Yeah, maybe he was asking me about it. He wasn't going to join. He was watching me and seeing if somebody else would have. You know, he was curious about it.
All right. So everybody, where do you want the NPCs to be?
Not between us and the bad guys.
They were riding Dino, or they would be riding Dino, right? I think they'd probably be somewhere near him.
Okay.
Well, we haven't left yet, so
Yeah, so they'd be somewhere near him.
Yeah, they still have a level of exhaustion, don't they?
I think it's over now. I think after last night's rest, I think it's done.
Yeah, because they had like 4 levels or something whenever I first joined the group. So
Right. And it's been a couple days. We'll say it's done because I don't remember. What the fuck were these people?
You got this, Ken.
I just had to remember what the official kind of NPC is that they were. I'm only gonna have 10,000 goddamn sheets open. All right, so what comes bursting out of the underbrush but a man and what looks like, I mean, it doesn't look like a dinosaur. It looks like a humanoid, kind of like a humanoid dinosaur. And they're out of breath. They have weapons drawn, and they go, "What are you fools doing here? Run!" And then the roar is much closer, and through the trees you see poking this head.
oh, he looks friendly.
I believe there's zombies in the zombie.
And then some zombies come stumbling out of the trees after, behind your behind whoever these people are. And we need to roll initiative.
Just for purpose, where are we on the map? I'm just curious as to how far we can run and what's around us.
There's trees, pretty dense trees all around you.
So, is it prudent to run? Are we going to get stopped by trees? Or
I'm going to say it'd be rough terrain if you just try and run haphazardly.
okay,
And there'll be a chance of losing the party.
so no.
Well, you definitely can try if that's what you want to do. But it's gonna, it's gonna be like a skill challenge sort of thing.
I'd say we fight him.
So if you fight, it's just a fight. If you guys want to try and run, you can definitely run. And I'll also have it be like a party skill challenge where it's we'll do survival and you can use survival and stealth and other things if you can convince me it's worth it. And if you get 5 successes before 3 failures, you will succeed in running away from this terrifying creature.
No, I just wanted to see if it was an option. And Madrid would never run.
No guesses.
Is that thing throwing up zombies?
It does appear to have it does appear to be coughing like a cat with a hairball, and there's a zombie half out of its mouth. Also, it appears to be a zombie itself because it's a Tyrannosaurus zombie.
It has great initiative roll, by the way.
Yep.
I like him. He looks friendly. Hey, fucking Tyler, do your animal handling stuff on this guy. Let's tame him as well.
I was going to try, but I'm not Harry Dresden.
All right, all the NPCs are going to go at the same time because there's too many things I have to control anyways. So Rain, it is your turn.
Because I'm super smart, I rage and charge at the zombies.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
I'm not a smart man.
I will attack this one, I suppose.
All right.
+2 for rage.
+2 for rage is
13.
13. Sorry, the top one or the bottom one?
The one to my left.
The one to your left, okay. All right. The two figures turn to each other, they look at each other, and the dinosaur creature kind of shrugs. Rain, as you ran by him, he didn't say anything to you, but you noticed kind of a weird smell.
Is it
Smell?
I was gonna say, is it a smell I've smelled before weird, or completely foreign to me weird?
Like he shit himself, or
It smells like it went from ham to brimstone. Like it's ran by his ham, and then as he charges back towards you, it's kind of brimstone. But he is going to join you and help you try and kill that zombie.
I mean, I like him already. He smells like a snack and cool stuff.
Ham is delicious.
Also, I can't tell I don't know if you can see it on the turnout or not. His name, you will find out soon, is Dragonbait, which I think is a great name.
I saw it when you rolled his initiative and had a little chuckle.
All right.
Also, I'm naming my next album
Wait.
Ham and Brimstone.
He smells like brimstone.
Yes.
What is brimstone? I don't.
Like sulfur.
Okay.
He has a big ass sword, and he has a shield. He's not wearing armor, however. Actually, no, he has a breastplate on over his natural armor. And his sword, when he reaches, let's see if he hits. It's 2 attacks. I guess I just gave it away what the fuck he's using. Why is this? I hate that it defaults to that.
Yeah, I've heard complaints about that. Mostly from you, but I've heard complaints.
It would
crap,
be
let's-
great if this guy dies.
Yeah, let's kill this guy and take his fucking really badass sword. Although
Yeah.
I think only paladins can use them though.
Yeah,
All right, so that kills that first one. The second one.
that's not a bad thing. That's a very good thing. You
Yeah,
made it
aren't you a
a bad
paladin?
thing. Yes.
Yeah. So let's kill him and get you that sword.
No, we're not gonna kill him. We're just gonna hope the zombie dino eats him.
See, that was my
The
line.
heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
These are the players, not the characters talking.
Yeah, it's not like we're yelling this out in the middle of combat. He's like, "What? Are they planning to kill me and take my sword?"
Yeah, his sword flashes with light as he cleaves through the zombie, and that falls to the ground as well. Musharib's going to be like, "That's a big fucking sword." Who has Musharib's control?
I do.
Theron.
Okay.
All right. Shreep's going to be a little bit wary about rushing in here like this, but since everybody else seems to, he's going to try. So I'm going to. Mushreeb is going to run forward a bit and chuck a hand axe at one of these smaller guys here.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that hits.
16 does hit, yep.
Okay, so 4 slashing damage,
All right.
and that's it.
Very good. Kayleen.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna move up, try to break line of sight in like trees or something. Let me see. Wait, shit. Where was I? I was like right here. Crap. So I can get to about there. And then, yeah, if I can, I want to try to bonus action stealth before I attack this thing.
Okay. Sure. Let's see here. What is it? It's passive perception. It's shit. Yes, you're hidden.
Sweet. And then short bow to the face of the fucking Tyrannosaurus zombie.
Okay.
Boom.
13 is a hit.
And sneak attack.
All right. Did I not give you the macro for sneak attack before?
You told me about it. I honestly, this way is fine. It doesn't really bother me.
All right. Very good. So you shoot that thing in the face. It roars and turns towards you.
Oh boy.
All right. Theron.
All right, as soon as Theron sees this, he's going to turn around and get ready to run. But seeing as no one else seems to be following him, he's going to turn and cast Flaming Sphere near this, or near right in this little area here, and bash it against this zombie here.
Okay.
And cautiously take a bit of a step forward, about 25 feet or something, and launch a... Actually, never mind, it's an action. My bad.
Yeah, moving the flaming sphere is a bonus action, but actually casting it is an action.
Okay, and it's still not letting me cast that spell, so...
All right. And you're casting it at this guy, right?
Yeah, I'm putting it right here. Oh, there it goes.
All right.
So 3 damage, wisdom 14, saving throw. Or dexterity, saving throw, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not that doesn't work. So yeah, he takes that damage. As it just burns away some of the rotting flesh.
All right. And that's the rest of my turn.
All right. All right, one of the zombies gets to go. So the one that just got burned. It's not trying to get away from the fire, but it kind of wants to eat some brains, so it's going to come shuffling forward. Go for the barbarian. Did you reckless attack, or do you not have, or did you just rage?
Rage, no reckless attack.
Okay. Well, he crits anyways. So that's 5 damage. All right. NPCs get to go.
How much damage?
5.
Okay. I'm doing the math on my end, so just making
Yes,
sure.
right. I will give you the total. You do whatever math you do for barbarian. NPCs get to go. The veteran, beefy dude, the weapon master, he's going to go ahead and charge forward. He's more of a melee fighter. So he can get up to about there. With a dash. The scouts will take pot shots at the dino. They all hit. 8, 16, 21. And the guard is going to... Oh, actually, I did that wrong. We're going to say that's all. These guys are going to move forward a bit. Their action, their movement. All right. The humanoid figure will be like, well, I guess we're fighting these things now. And he has... Don't have a sheet open yet. Come on, Ken, get your shit together. He's got himself a longbow as well. He will unsling, and he will take some shots. All right, actually, he is not quite as effective. Only one of his shots hits. No, sorry, I lied. 2 of them hit. All right. Mandrid.
All right. Bear with me a second because I have push to talk. First, I am going to use my channel divinity. I'm obviously using that on the dino.
Okay.
Just noting it needs to be within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up on him. Um, I have to look it up because I think he has to roll on that. I don't think it's just an auto.
What book's it from? Xanatar?
Yeah, let me look it up. Sorry, it just can't be auto, right? There's got to be some roll on it.
I'll go look.
I'm pulling it up right now. Sorry for the delay, but
Looks like it doesn't. Of course, this wiki I'm looking at might be wrong.
oh no, it's not from Xanathars. It's a Vengeance Paladin. Vengeance Paladin.
That's why I was confuzzled.
Yeah, let me just Google.
Nope, no save or anything.
It's just
User
auto,
action.
right?
It's auto. Yep.
It's a
just can't-
bonus action, right?
Bonus action. Yep.
Yep. All right. So I am gonna move up on him. I can use my movement to get to him, 30 feet. All right. So I have advantage. Gonna swing my longsword. 22 hits.
22 hits.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite.
Minus.
As well. For a total of 29.
Yep.
Smite. I'm using Divine Smite. I'm leaving it. I'm not changing it because that's much cooler.
All right. Well, he didn't like the arrows. He really didn't like the Divine Smite. So both of these. Well, first off, the other zombie gets to go first. Which one is this one? This one's going to go for the Barbarian. Nope. So, but actually, the first thing the Tyrannosaurus is going to do is he's going to keep coughing up the hairballs, and 2 more zombies are going to come out.
That makes sense.
I've been playing Bloodborne, and I'm surprised that there's not this monster in that game.
I knew this was going to happen too. I should have waited. I knew I was going to hit him for a shit ton of damage, and it was going to cancel out everything else.
No, I want to say you did bloody him with that blow.
Yeah.
As he bends down to bite you, you can see there's more zombies still writhing inside of his gullet. Just in case you're injuring. Oh, Karen should be participating. I apologize. I did not roll her in. 1 second. Actually, I got enough shit I'm controlling. Who wants to control a warlock? Never mind.
I'll
It's
take
Hunter.
her.
Oh, okay.
Unless Hunter wants her. How do you?
I was just thinking Hunter most recently ran a warlock, but I can give it to... That's Hunter anyways.
I mean, doesn't matter to me.
You know what? Yeah, you probably more. I've never played a warlock before. Do you want the warlock, dude?
You open the character sheet and you click on Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, very good. Then Pat gets the warlock. All right.
I'll roll her in.
Yeah, please. Zombies also need to get rolled in. I'll reorganize in a moment. Tyrannosaurus gets to go.
Maybe it misses?
Maybe. No, that does not miss.
Ah, crap.
On the bright side, he can't spit out more zombies.
Because you are in his jaws, you take 31 damage.
Youch. 31 damage.
31 damage.
This is going to be a short fight.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
And then its tail comes down across. Well, it's got two people there. It's in 10 feet of him. Hunter, 1 or 2.
Wait, what type of damage is it?
It is piercing.
2.
And how does heavy armor master? What is it? -3?
-3.
-3, so it's 28. -9 is 17. 42 minus 17.
Quoi?
In the circle, if it's at -17, it'll do the math for you automatically. Hunter, 1 or 2.
2.
Okay, it's going to try and hit Dragon Bait. Which is what you guys all wanted. You wished for your new companion to die.
I wished for nothing of the sort.
I didn't either. I mean, I was thinking it, but I didn't say it out loud.
All right, the thing's tail slams down next to Dragon Bait, but it just digs into the ground as he nimbly dodges out of the way.
Pretty spry for a dead fella.
Rain, it's your turn.
Rain would like to attack the zombie immediately to the right, using the old greatsword.
Okay. By the way, you see Mandrid. Mandrid ran up in the flash of light. He cuts a chunk of meat off this rotting dinosaur, and then it grabs him in his mouth and shakes him like a cat shakes a mouse.
Yeah, I just need to kill this zombie to the right so that I can step down there and start doing T-Rex things.
Okay.
+2, cause rage.
+2 plus rage. I don't see the roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 and I did 8 damage, so I did 10
there it
damage.
is. Okay. 10 damage. All right, it's still up.
Bastard.
All right, Dragon Bait.
Turn, because I'm not level
That's your turn?
5.
All right, Dragon Bait is going to come over here. He's going to start smacking on these zombies. One of them dies. The other one does not. Is pretty wounded. Like he cuts his head like 2/3 of the way off and is kind of to the side, but it's still coming.
Clearly, Dragon Bait needs the help with a T-Rex.
Yep. And Dragon Bait is going to smell now. For those of you who can smell him,
Lilacs.
he smells like baked bread.
I like this guy. I don't want him to die, even if he's got a cool sword.
All right, the zombie's going to try and return the favor.
Well, better him than me, since I'm, currently in the jaws of the fucking T-Rex zombie.
Musharib.
All right, Musharib is going to run up, try to help out Rain, and swap to his maul and bash that guy in.
Okay.
And Hunter's Mark first, because I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
So 10 damage.
All right, 10 damage to that guy, and that is Hunter's Mark. We said it's the same sort of damage. So that reduces him to 0. And yep, he fails. So Musharif successfully beats this guy into mush. And Karen.
Thanks, buddy.
Pat, that's you.
Oh, forgot all about that. Let me pull up the sheet. Somehow I reloaded a roll 20.
Can't take you anywhere nice.
After this, I have to turn off push to talk because it's fucking terrible to try to do things and push to talk at the same time.
Story of my life.
I'm just going to use her to heal me the entire time.
That's fine. Everybody likes a pocket healer.
That's what they're calling it these days.
Shoot the dinosaur.
It's well within range of Elder's Blast.
Yep, 14 hit.
14 hits, yep, 10 damage. All right, I believe she gets this. No, it's not fifth level
Nope,
yet, so
not yet, yep.
second one. All right, so blast some more flesh off of it. Kayleen.
Oh boy. Well, I don't need the stealth because all my peoples are right next to everybody, so, or at least not yet. I don't need the stealth. I'll take a shot at the big guy. And
That's
he's
a
within
shot.
5 feet of Mandrid, so. Oh, yeah. And then bonus action hide.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So 20 more damage gone. Let's see here. It's Theron's turn. Sorry, I'll check what's going on.
All right. Theron's going to yell out for Mandrid because he just saw him get picked up by this zombie T-Rex, and he's going to slam this the flaming sphere into the zombie T-Rex.
Okay.
So DC 14 dex save. And then I'm going to produce flame at it and say, if we need to run, I can cover the retreat. And Dino, we could use your help.
All right. Yep. So you guys do that. Let's see here.
I think Dino would crush everything in its way if it helps right now.
Yeah, probably, including me.
Yeah.
NPC is good to go. This guy's going to come charging up. He's going to go ahead and try and take care of that zombie because that's what he feels like. He doesn't want to get too close to the Tyrannosaurus. He's a brave man, but he knows his limits.
Smart man.
All right, that's enough to take it down. Let's see if he can make the save. He does, so it's back with 1 hit point.
When that happens, are they prone? Or are they
No.
just still standing up and didn't go down?
Still standing up. A couple more arrows hit it. 1 spear lodges in it from the thrown spears. 10. All right. Things looking pretty weak. Pretty weak. Artis is going to see Mandrid in its jaws and be like, well, I guess we're doing this then. And he takes a glove off, and he has a ring with a big-ass sapphire in it, and he's going to point it at the dinosaur, and a ray of frost is going to shoot out.
Oh, he better not steal this kill, this bastard. Motherfucker. I want that ring too.
Who's got the bat animal companion?
I believe that is Karen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say, so I'll say it's yeah, so it's X. Oh yeah, that hits. Oh, no, he rolled really shit. So it turns out that doesn't kill him. I really thought it would. All right.
You got this, Mandred.
Mandred, it is your turn. You clench this thing's jaws and it's shaking you around like a mouse.
I'm grappled, but I can still attack, right?
You can, but you're also restrained, so you have disadvantage.
But I have advantage, so it's even, right? My channel divinity.
Oh, yes, so it's even.
All right, so I'm gonna, even though I'm clenching his jaw, I still have my longsword in my hand, and I'm gonna swing it upward and try to catch him right in the snout.
Boop him in the snoot.
In the snoot.
Please crit fail.
Snoot booper.
14.
Okay, that hits.
And I will divine smite.
All right. Whatever he rolled, it matters as radiant damage, so he cannot regenerate that. You successfully just split this thing's skull in twain with the holy power of your god, and it collapses.
All right. As I fall to the ground, I assume that I fall to the ground in its mouth, and as I come out, I have some of his teeth clasped in my hand.
I mean, they're not clasped in your hand; they're lodged in your thigh. But it's just they were rotting out, so as you crawl out, they come out with you.
Yeah, and I pull them out of my thigh and I put them in my pocket to be affixed to my armor later on.
All right. All right.
Am I still next to this zombie when I come out?
Yeah, you're basically right there. Give me a dexterity save to see if you're like prone or if you manage to land on your feet.
Dex save, you said?
Dex save, yes. No, you're prone.
All right. Let me just see if there's anything else I can do.
You could move.
Yeah, use your movement to stand up. Otherwise, that zombie next to you has advantage on his next attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to stand up. Thank you, sir. I was thinking of spells to use, but I'm gonna use my movement to stand up, and then actually all of my healing hands, lay on hands, those are all action, right? They're not bonus actions. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, very good. Rain, it is your turn.
I will reckless attack the zombie to the south of me.
Okay. That is a hit.
+2.
So this is 12. So it's got to roll 17 on its con save to succeed, to stay up. That's a crit, so it is still up.
Jeez Louise.
I will step here.
Okay. Dragon Bait is going to slice through this zombie, or attempt to. Actually, as long as he hits, he's going to. Because of the Holy Avenger.
But what does he smell like?
What does he smell like?
That doesn't.
Snozberries.
All right, then he comes down here. He actually does not succeed. Actually, no, he does succeed. I only have 1 hit point left, so yes, that one also goes down. And he smells of tar at that point. And everyone takes a moment to breathe and look around. Your new look at you, and the man will say, guess it's fortunate we found you folks. That thing had been chasing us for about a quarter mile through these jungles. My name is Artis Simber. This is my companion, colloquially known as Dragon Bait. And then the dragon man he was cleaning his sword. He'll kind of look up and wave at you guys and go back to cleaning his sword.
As he calls the dragon guy dragon bait, Colleen breaks stealth and literally falls over laughing.
Mandred will nod at them both, and he'll comment and say, "That's a mighty fine sword you have there. May I ask where you acquired such an instrument of destruction?"
He smells of wood smoke, and he doesn't smile because he's got a dinosaur face, but his eyes kind of lightened a little bit, and he just he gestures with kind of like a wavy hand, and you give me an insight check. Okay, you get the sense that he's telling you it came from far away.
Okay.
And Artis will come over and say he lacks the ability to speak our languages. I'm not entirely sure where he's from. Though a wizard tried to explain it once. Apparently there are places, there are other worlds than these, and he thinks he might have come through a portal from one, but he can't really explain it because he can't speak. He's a good companion nonetheless.
I'll just
Rain,
nod my head, and then at that time I'm gonna heal myself. I'll heal myself for full with one of my healing spells, lay on hands or something. I'll take the appropriate points away.
Gotcha.
Theron's gonna run over to Mandred and see these, and pull out the bag of good berries and put it away once he realizes he's healing himself. So you all right over there, Mandred?
Yes, I got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Save the good berries for the others.
No, I mean, are you okay? You just got nearly eaten by a zombie T-Rex.
Yeah, he was no match for me. Apparently, I don't taste very good. He must not have been that hungry.
It still never fails. It never fails to amaze me how you just see these things and just run straight for them.
Mm.
But I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your concern. But I figured I'd run over before he got his jaws around someone a bit tastier like yourself.
And I thank you for that.
17.
All right, Hunter, what were you going to say?
I'm trying to remember character knowledge versus player knowledge. Do any of these characters know anything about Artis Cimber?
Are any of you associated with Zentarim or Harpers?
No.
No, not these characters.
Then no.
Okay. I knew we knew about him from Storm King's Thunder. I just could not remember if the lady at the beginning had brought him up at all, and I didn't see anything in my notes.
Yes, he had not been brought up. His ring, by the way, it glows lightly blue, and he covers it with a long leather glove. Impractical in this heat, but he apparently wears it over it.
A single leather glove?
He's got a pair of them on, but he took it off to use the ring.
Okay.
He's not Michael Jackson over here.
Would have been better if he was.
No, this man is actually fashionable. Like he's a good-looking man. Pale, a bit pale skin. Doesn't look to be terribly old, but he has kind of an air about him of like experience.
Is it Cimber or Cinder?
Cimber, Cimber. I guess it could be Kimber, but I say Cimber. And I'm God here, so my rolling goes.
Thank you, Ken. Sorry, I'm catching up on notes if you guys want to talk to the NPCs.
How much did the good berries heal for?
1 HP each.
Oh. Never mind. That'd be a waste. How many do you have?
19.
And they expire at the end of the day, so it's not like they last forever.
Oh, can I have 12 of them then?
Yeah.
Alright, never mind. So I don't use all of my lay on hands just in case somebody gets sick or something. I use my healing hands, but...
Yeah, I'll hand you the bag of good berries for all 19.
Oh wait, is that after we use them for rations?
Yeah.
You sure? So everyone had their rations and we still have 19?
Yeah, I had 4 spell slots yesterday. I keep one in reserve in case something happens during the night, and I convert the rest into good berries.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Problem? I'm gonna
Killian.
s-
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
No,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
it's fortunate that we found y'all. You say you've been being chased by this thing for a while?
We've been chased by this thing for about a quarter of a mile. We were running from some frost giants before that. Zentarum, he looks over at Dragon Bait. They're kind of like counting off their finger. The Harper's been looking for me for a while. I'm not really running from them, but I'd rather keep a little bit of distance. And the Dragon Man just kind of nods at him as he's cleaning his sword, smelling of honeysuckle.
Colleen walks by him and she just like sniffs him, like she smells it in the air, and then she sniffs him and she's like, "Oh, you smell nice."
He'll smell of lemon when you say that.
It's fine, still.
Does he appear to know that he smells like different things?
Yes. Artists will tell you that when you comment on that, he'll say that's how he communicates. His sense changed with his mood. So when it changes to the lemon, he says he appreciates that you like the way he smelled previous. He's like he understands us well enough to know you didn't mean anything by it. So he's saying he's basically being friendly.
Rain wonders what the pair of you are doing so far out here in the jungle. Clearly you're skilled in combat and can handle your own, but it's dangerous for just the two of you, no?
He shrugs and says, "We're pretty well equipped. The jungles have dangers. I didn't know the undead got this bad. It's been quite a long time since I've been to Chult. I was looking for the temple of Oralunga. There's a prophet there of some legendary power that I was hoping to meet with, but I keep getting driven off course here to the south."
Wait, you said frost giants? And
Yes.
wait, what are frost giants doing here in Chult? Seems to be a little ways out for them.
He nods and says, "Yeah, I didn't think they'd follow me here. It appears that they do, in fact. They want my artifact bad enough that they will follow me even to the rainforests of Chult."
But
sorry, as a player, it's been like a month since I played. Temple of Oralunga, I feel like we knew where that was.
You saw a ziggurat to the north.
Okay. I thought that somebody had said those words about a ziggurat or something northwest of Camp Vengeancey kind of area.
Yes, Musharib knew that was where it was,
Okay.
and you guys saw it from like the top of when you were on the heart. You
Yeah.
could see it to the northwest.
Okay.
did we know it was that?
Yes, you hadn't been there, but between your guide and what the other people have told you, you kind of know that that's what it was.
Okay. So he was talking about frost giants. I didn't mean to interrupt. He said that they were chasing him for his artifact.
Yes.
When you say artifact, do you mean your ring?
He kind of looks at you and says, "Yeah, it's a fairly powerful artifact, and I would rather not fall into the wrong hands."
Rain can respect this. It must be quite powerful, though, if frost giants are willing to come and sweat in the jungle.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty powerful.
Well, Rain supposes it's good that you're on our side, for lack of a better word.
He nods and says, "Yeah, it's I'd rather not fight anyone, to be honest. But fights just keep finding me. It's unfortunate sometimes. I'd rather not use this if at all possible, especially because there's a good chance I'll freeze everything in a certain area, and that would hurt the forest, and that's don't want to hurt the forest too badly. But I didn't want your friend to die because I dragged I, a creature chased me into your camp, that wouldn't have been a proper way to introduce myself.
Well, Rain and his companions certainly appreciate the friendliness of not letting us die because you brought the zombified dinosaur into our breakfast.
Yeah, that was some
Magic.
shit.
Magic laughs. He doesn't say anything, but he thinks to himself that the ring didn't really help much in stopping him from dying, but he doesn't say it out loud for.
He nods and says, yes, I used the least of the ring's abilities. There's a... It tends to, like, you can aim it, but you can't fully control it. It does a lot of damage when fully unleashed.
As far as our as far as our actual direction, are we still heading directly south for the most part to get where we're going, or were we heading east? Remind me.
You guys were heading directly south.
Okay, so they came from where we need to go. Sweet.
Yeah, they kind of came from like the south east, so they were heading kind of like in a northwesterly direction. I don't know if you want to, he says he wants to go west, but if you want to ask him more about that.
No, I have to check notes for the Ubtao. Is that the city we're going to?
Omu.
Sorry. So many words. Rain will ask him, the direction you were coming from, did you happen to pass the city of Omu?
He says, no, we came mostly from the east. We've been driven south. We had an encounter with some Zentarum agents. I had to freeze them out. And we ran away to the south with them in pursuit. Then we just keep trying to head west. But we keep encountering either zombie T-Rexes, or we had a fight with some frost giants a couple days ago. Little goblins keep harassing us. They're annoying.
Zombie T-Rexes as in multiple?
No, just this one. I was doing a little hunting, and all of a sudden it just appeared and it stole my kill, and then tried to kill me, and I ran away because it was scary.
Well,
Rain can appreciate.
If you guys are heading north, you might want to be careful. Lots more zombies.
It's like, yeah, I've gathered that. I can't believe Ross Nisi's still around. I thought we killed him 100 years ago.
Who's Ross Nisi? I was unclear.
Okay, Ross Nisi was a necromancer. He used to be a guard of the city of Mesro. And he was the one that unleashed this horde of undead when he tried to conquer the city, betraying it. We fought him off. I thought we killed him, but apparently someone brought him back, and he's still got all of his children are still running around the forest.
Wow, sounds pretty messed up. We've run into all kinds of weird zombies, dwarf zombies and gorilla zombies and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he says, the dwarf zombies, I haven't seen any dwarf zombies around here. Anything interesting about them?
I think Mr. Musharib knew something about them. I don't pay much attention.
Seem to be around some sort of plant thing. And I'll look at Musharib. Does he know anything?
Yes, Musharib knows. Yeah, Musharib remembers knows that it was the
Yellow creeper.
Yellow creeper. Artis is aware of that. He's like, oh yeah, I remember them from. I've spent some time in these forests. I'm familiar with that particular danger. These forests are not pleasant. Not the most pleasant of places.
Well, unfortunately, we are heading south to Umu to take care of current endeavor, whether it be our choice or not. But then afterwards we will be heading west, I believe. It does not seem to directly line up where the pair of you are going, I'm afraid.
He nods and says, that is That's unfortunate, to say the least. I wish I could accompany you. I've never been to Omu. The city's been lost for longer than I've been familiar with these jungles. It'd be a sight to see, I'm sure.
The good news, Rain supposes, if you follow the trail, you should be able to see our dinosaurs' tracks. We have done a half-decent job of clearing out many of the zombies and spiders and other threats.
He looks around and says, "Yeah, I can see how effective you guys are. It's not surprising you've made all this way down." He nods and says, "If there's, do you know where the ziggurat is? I'm familiar with that. It's in the west somewhere, but I was directed there by the Aarakocra, but I've not seen it myself."
We saw it. Had to be about a week now, northwest of the floating heart. I don't know which parts of the peninsula you are familiar with, but it is, I'm basing this off of player memory, northwest of the river where the Camp Vengeance is. I think it was Vengeance, not the other one.
They're both the same place, basically. So, yeah, that's correct. It is northwest of there.
Madge is going to step forward and ask, that's a mighty fine sword. Do you think your companion would be willing to part with it for some gold? Or trade with it. Trade for it.
Dragon bait, his...
For some insect repellent.
Yeah, his scent bounces between violets and ham, and Artist shakes his head without even waiting for the scent to change. And he's like, that's one of his few possessions he brings from home. I don't think he's going to be willing to part.
All right. Well, if he changes his mind, just holler.
He laughs and says, "You will not be the first person to want to get his sword." And I don't even mean that euphemistically, although I can also mean euphemistically, but no, it's probably not.
On that note, I'm going to refill my drink real quick.
Okay.
Well, you're more than willing to travel. We are going in a different direction, but you're more than willing to travel with us. Safety in numbers. And besides, we have Dino here. I'll look back at our Brontosaurus.
He looks up at the Brontosaurus like, yeah, that's an impressive Bronto that you got there. I assume they're not usually that easily tamed.
We could trade you the Brontosaurus if you were willing to part with the sword.
He laughs and says, "I'm no druid." And he will he'll look around and he'll nod at you all and say, "I wish you good travels." And it seems like you have a lot of people with you.
Yes, we ran across a group who were marooned in a tree. Yeah, weird story. And we couldn't just send them off into the woods, so they're coming along with us.
Yeah, that was my group.
Where is their goal again? I had to step away for a few minutes. Where are they? Where's their ultimate?
They're heading to Oralunga.
And where is that?
It's a ziggurat to the northwest.
What is the ziggurat?
It's a step pyramid.
Oh, they're not ending up somewhere safe, right?
I mean, it's to the northwest. It's closer to Port Nine-Zaru.
We couldn't ask them to get this group to safety, though, right?
You could try.
Why don't we ask them if they would take this group to safety? Is that something we'd want to do or no?
Well,
out of character, I think that depends on the group themselves. I don't know how they feel about Colleen, really, considering she was once a prisoner and now she's kind of like taking them and protecting them a little bit. But like as far as they did say that they just wanted someplace safe. And I think where we're headed is supposed to be a city, so it might be a little bit safer than wherever it is that these two are heading.
well, I don't know. Out of character, these guys are probably stronger than us. By quite a bit.
Where we're heading.
Oh, they're
is it-
definitely stronger.
Yeah.
Where,
Um,
where hold on. Where we're heading, I don't think it's going to be safe at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Where
No.
we're heading, we don't need roads.
Yeah, I don't think where we're heading is going to be safe at all. I think where we're heading is going to be an absolute shit show.
Yeah, I think it's a city, but I don't think it's inhabited by people. At least not
Yeah.
living people.
Oh, okay. I thought we were
Yeah.
heading to a city
No.
of like to find a healer or something like that for Karen. I didn't understand that. I get it.
No, so a wizard took our map and pretty much like is making us go there to find something else, and is like if every time that we head somewhere else, she starts dying. Essentially, she almost dies every time we head in the opposite direction.
And then she acts like there's no fucking problem with those
Yeah.
situations at all.
And I forget what the reason is behind that, but essentially we're going to get there, and I think we're going to have to fight somebody there. It's not going to be good. Wherever we're headed is absolutely not going to be a good place to be.
We're in a jungle full of zombies, and we're heading to the jungliest, zombiest place in that jungle full of zombies.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, probably in character. Yeah, somebody might want to be like, "Hey, take these guys for us."
I could ask them. Ken, you still there?
Yep.
So Manjin will come over and talk to them again, and I'll say, so the sword, you think your companion, and I'll laugh and say, no, I'm just kidding. All jokes aside, where we're headed is, we believe it to be, pretty dangerous, and without getting into too many details, our companions here are pretty much traveling with us, for safety. We don't want to abandon them, but where we're headed is we don't believe is going to be the safest place for them. While it's clear you're not headed back to civilization right now, where you're headed must be safer, and it seems you're probably heading back towards civilization certainly sooner than we are. I know this must be a great imposition on you, but is there any possibility that you would be willing to let them accompany you? And would you be willing to, take them as your ward?
Give me a persuasion check.
You'd be doing us a great service, and we'd be in your debt. And don't forget, I'd throw in a joke there and a smile. Don't forget, we did get you out of that jam with the T-Rex. And I'd smile at him. Ah, shit.
All right. He looks concernedly over at them. Dragonbait will put his hand on his shoulder. And he will smell of honeysuckle, a mixture of honeysuckle and wood smoke. And Artis will kind of shake his head and say, "You're always too soft-hearted." And he'll nod and say, "That's fine. We're from what I understand, we'll be passing some the strongholds of the Order of the Gauntlet to get to where we want to go. I'll drop them there."
Is that the Gauntlet? Is that where we?
Yeah, that's the camp you guys went to. Yeah.
Ah, shit! I don't want them going there. Aren't
I
they
mean,
gonna?
it's safer than being out in the jungle.
Yeah, but I feel like that asshole is gonna make them fight for him. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, we could always.
You
run
could
in
always
there.
warn. You could always warn them. Tell Simber about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do that. I guess we'll warn them not to agree to fight for them. I don't know. It's better than where we're going. All right. Right? You guys agree? It's better than having them come with us.
Yeah. They're honestly just dead weight at this point, and if we keep them on, they're all gonna die if they come with us, eventually.
Yeah, Theron
Yeah.
didn't want him coming with us in the first place because he was afraid they would die.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate sending him off with somebody we don't know, but it's probably Darren thinks we're walking to our deaths. So
Yeah. All right. Agreed. All right. Well, Majid will thank them. He'll extend his hand out and thank them. He'll ask them if they have enough rations and insect repellent. Not the refugees. The prisoners. He knows that they do because he gave them some. But the two that he met, he'll ask them if they have enough for their journey.
Yeah, Stimber will tell you that he's fully. They're both fully loaded up. But thank you for your concern.
Okay. And he'll say, I hope our paths cross again. It was an honor to fight alongside you, and I hope I have the honor of doing it again in the future.
All right. He says, if you guys find what you're looking for, he hopes to bring back the city of Mesro. He has searched. Well, supposedly all the people there teleported out during a plague recently to some other plane, and he is trying to find them to bring them back. So, if you want to find him again, search for him in Mesro.
Mesero.
Mm-hmm. It's a city. It's a abandoned city here in the peninsula.
All right.
And speaking of which,
mark it down, boys.
Do you happen to have a map or an extra map?
He says, as far as I'm aware, there are no maps of Chult.
We've noticed.
Yeah. By the way, if you're heading in the other direction and you see a gnome, a female gnome who seems to be obsessed with the undead, steer clear of her.
He nods and says, creepy gnomes. Got it. They're like gnomes anyways. Little stupid lawn ornaments.
Colleen kind of looks to the guys going with them and like back to all of you guys and it's like, if it's fine, I think I'm gonna stick with you guys. That camp sounds boring and you guys are kind of fun and you get into a lot of weird shit. So I think the city sounds more fun.
Are you sure? We're basically walking to our deaths, and I can look back at Karen and back to Colleen.
I think I'll be fine.
Rain
Karen says.
Rain agrees. Rain thinks we are much more the group suited to Colleen's particular tastes.
Yeah, see, cat guy got it. He's a cool cat. Ha, ha, yeah.
Well, it's your choice. Come on, we can use another person.
Yeah, don't worry about it. In my line of work, dying almost every day. It's kind of a habit. It's kind of a natural thing. So,
All right. So your new companions will take your old companions, and they will. Artists will give you a little salute. Dragon-based sword will flash in the sun, and they will take their leave of you, heading up your trail that you left in the past.
Actually, you know what? Before everyone leaves, I'm gonna say, hold on a second, and everyone group up. I can give you a little something to go, a little help before we go. And I'm gonna summon the bear spirit over everyone, giving everybody temporary HP.
All right.
Everybody, Artemis and all that, all them.
Cool. So yeah, they feel the bonuses that they get, and they feel strong. And Artist is like, oh, that's quite nice, actually. Thank you.
Be safe here in these jungles.
How many HP is it?
9.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right, then I'm going to walk back over to Dino and climb up him somehow. And wait for everybody else to get ready to go.
All right. Let's take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll get started again.
All right.
All right, sounds good. I could use a snack.
Snack attack.
I'll be right back.
Miss you already.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Missed you guys.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. How's life?
It's going. Got a little cold too, but yeah, getting over it.
I spent all of last week hiking through the middle of the desert.
Oh yeah, how was the wedding? Or the whatever y'all did?
Oh, you know, ran off to the courthouse, got married, disappeared without telling anyone, went to Zion for a week by ourselves.
Well, congratulations again.
Yeah, Zion is amazing. I've always wanted to go, and not just because of Fallout New Vegas, but if you ever got some time, I highly recommend it.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
It's pretty
Yeah, those
amazing.
pictures. Yeah, those pictures you sent were pretty awesome looking.
Yeah, we did not do Angel's Landing, which is one of the more popular hikes in the park, but it's like super stupid narrow and high up. But if you ever end up going, there's a trail that actually starts outside of the park called the East Mesa Trail, and I highly recommend that one because while it's a little bit long, it's super flat and easy for the most part, and it ends up on Observation Point, which is actually higher than Angel's Landing, and you can see the entire canyon. In fact, I have a picture.
I was saying for the pictures I'm seeing, it looks really nice.
So that picture that I just dropped in Discord, I hiked all the way up to the white cliff on the left there, and Angel's Landing is that brown cliff in the center of the canyon there.
That is real cool.
What are you talking about?
Cliffs and hiking.
I was talking about in-game cliffs. I was very confused. Like, you're looking at the battle map, you can't see any cliffs. So, you out of character. You guys finally met Artist.
I've been waiting to meet him since we talked to the Oracle.
See, Manager was talking about taking the sword. I was hoping we might get our hands on the ring.
I don't know, the ring seems to bring frost giants and Zentarum and all kinds of other crazy people. People aren't rushing to get the sword.
Well, we heard about it in the other campaign. I don't even know what it does, aside from she raised a frost.
You could have asked.
We could have, but my character really didn't know anything about it and didn't know to ask. He said he would just freeze everything around him, but all he said was he's shooting a ray of frost, or all he did was shoot a ray of frost. Figured he was just bragging.
Hey, I have a weird out of character question. How hard would it have been to steal the ring from him?
Pretty fucking hard.
I figured. I was thinking about it.
What level were they? I mean, they're at least level 5, right?
I mean, they're NPCs. Their CR is higher than your level.
Yeah. So, I mean, the guys hacked twice, right? So they're at least level 5. Well, was he a fighter? I don't even know.
NPCs don't really have that.
Oh.
Wait, one thing I was going to ask, I forgot to ask. He said we thought we took care of of that guy, the guy who's controlling all the undead. Did he mean that he had helped take care of him?
That was the implication.
Okay, I was going to ask that, but I thought, that I'd just be nitpicking language. So how old is this guy? I mean, now that we don't know he's here anymore, or we don't know now that he's gone. How old is this guy? He
You don't know.
has been around that long.
I'm not going to give you information that may or may not become.
Well, my character is used to being around people who live 800 years, so he probably wouldn't catch the wordplay, but I did. I'm just curious, and I'm trying really hard not to Google that ring and see what it does.
Now, be good. Because if we continue playing past the end of the campaign, or he may even pop up again in the campaign. He's not a necessary NPC, but he's someone that can pop up here and there, depending on how things go. I have carrots, by the way, so I apologize if I get to mute.
I mean chips, so
Do we still have Mandrid?
actually carrots
Yeah.
sound really good.
I didn't go anywhere.
I was just making sure. I hadn't heard you in a second.
He's the one that's breathing kind of hard. I think I was, but I think it's.
I thought he was just excited about the sword.
No, I'm just masturbating. That's what it is. Just really getting into it. That actually might be my dog that you hear, or my wife.
There you go.
They're both.
But you repeat yourself.
They're heavy breathers when they sleep.
Matt, you're not in the game, are you? No, he left. He's in roll 20, but never logged out.
He probably just went to hell to sleep.
Yep.
Wait,
He logged out of Discord.
Matt?
Yeah, if you look at the roll 20, the line where roll 20 is still in roll.
He's not on my screen.
No, he's not on my screen anymore.
Yeah, he's not online either now. Now that you mention it.
No, he's on mine.
Yay, roll 20 glitches. That never happens.
Any of you guys ever play oh shit, what is it? On Xbox. So I don't know if they have it on PlayStation. Zombie survival game. What the fuck is the name of the game? I just bought it again. The second game.
DayZ. The
No.
Last of Us.
No. I've never played it because I have Xbox. It's only a PlayStation game.
Left 4 Dead?
No, it's a survival game.
Last of Us.
H1Z1?
No, that's an RPG.
Dead
The Last of
Rising.
Us isn't an RPG.
Dead Rising.
The Last of Us is more of an RPG than a survival. You're like running around. It's not like you have a home base and you're like surviving and running around and like gathering shit. Xbox.
State of Decay.
State of Decay, there you go. Any of you guys ever play that?
No.
I have not.
I've seen
just-
I've seen videos of it. I haven't played it.
I liked the first one, but I hated the ending, and I hated it so much that I swore if they ever came out with a second one, I'd never get it, and I bought it, and now I want to play it, but I've had it for like 3 days, and I've played it for 10 minutes because I know I'm setting myself up for disappointment. But it's a multiplayer this time, like meaning you could invite your friends or random people to like jump in on your server to help you, or you could help other people out and like join their game. But I'm weary.
All right, so that was your morning encounter.
Yeah, just a T-Rex or zombie T-Rex in the morning.
If the dice give you that again, you're getting it again.
What?
If the dice give you that again, I'm going to give it to you again. You won't have your extra super powerful NPCs this time. So let's see what happens. Give me a D20 roll, please.
Who?
First person, Rain.
Hooray!
Second half of the day seems to go uneventfully. However, you don't have any encounters. So you can move yourself 2 hexes.
As we're going on, I'm going to let everyone know that even though I know they aren't going to run away, I have some spells prepared in the case we run into another one of those things that can hold it off for at least a while. At least make it harder for us to catch.
Actually, before you move the 2 hexes, Theron, give me a survival check with advantage. Not survival, give me 2d4 with advantage.
I said 2d4?
Yep, because it's a d4 to see if you get to move the second hex, and you have your guide with you to help you, so I'm giving you basic advantage on it. So you rolled a 3, so you are able to move 2 hexes.
All right.
In the direction you want. So I'll move you 2 hexes. What the fuck? That's not the one I told. Is that all right. So you guys get down to there. Further south into the jungle. Paladin, as throughout the course of the day, your undead ping never really stops going off, but it goes off less often.
You said less?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So you kind of think that maybe you're getting out of the worst of the undead.
I will as the day goes on then I'll mention that later on in the day. I start to suspect it, and then once it really starts to simmer down, I'll let my companions know my suspicions.
You might not hear from up on top of the Brontosaurus, but Theron's going out of sigh of relief.
Well, I'm not the only schmuck down on the ground walking.
No, that's me. I'm walking.
For reference, Rain, are you walking or on the dinosaur?
Is there room on the dinosaur now that all the other people are left?
I think we said that 4 people could ride the dinosaur, so there would be. Karen's also up there. Karen's not walking; she can help it.
If I need to walk, I'll walk. I can't see the dinosaur currently to see how many people are on it.
Well, I wouldn't let one person walk alone. So if Reen, Karen, and Theron are up there, I'd walk with Kayleen.
Yeah, right now there are 2 people on dinosaur. Rain, there's Theron, and there's Karen. So does Rain wish to join them?
And our guide's going to be up there too, I assume.
Yeah, he's up there too.
I'll walk.
All right. So you guys stop and make camp. Theron, give me a survival check. And then you also need to do a animal handling check and maybe a spell if you wish to have advantage.
Yeah, this is at night.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, same old ritual. I'm going to cast Number of Friendship on him, on Dino again, and hope that he'll stay with us.
All right. So you didn't have advantage because you failed your spell. But he doesn't know you're casting a spell on him because he's a dumb beast. And you've worked up some trust with him. So 22 is fine.
Right.
You can You've kind of like trained him to heal a bit, and he will stay with you for the time being.
All right, and just like all the other times, I'm gonna give him the rest of the good berries for being a good little dinosaur. And that's it for the night.
All right.
And I'm just assuming that I don't know what. I'm just always going to assume that animal friendship went off and it worked correctly, and I'm just going to do the same thing every time. So, I mean, can you really tell if they succeed or not?
I mean, if he starts stomping on you, you could assume it failed. But
All right.
like if you had rolled that 1 and failed the spell, he would have started stomping you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. All right. Night goes without a hitch. So nothing interesting happens. You guys can take a long rest, regain whatever you need to regain, burn any abilities you want. Everybody gets 5 temporary XP.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, not 5. You get 9 to have temporary XP.
I was
Temporary.
confuzzled.
You're saying, yeah, you're saying 8 XP. I'm like, wait, what?
Not 9 temporary HP.
Yeah, there
So,
you go.
so what happens when we lose XP? Do we go down a level?
Everybody remove a insect repellent.
Yep.
Solvent, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Valve.
I just have
Oh,
it labeled as off.
I just
Bug off.
use bug repellent.
In the morning, assuming we make it to the morning, Manjit will ask if anybody wants to do some training in the morning or spar.
Mushari would gladly, after the encounter last time where you guys didn't do it, he thinks that maybe doing that would be a good thing. Would be a good way to freshen up in the morning. So he will take you up on that.
All right. Manjit will suggest that they don't spar right away, that they just do some training exercises or do some sort of workout. He'll leave it up to Musharib, whether he wants to just do some maneuvers or some exercises.
Okay. He will offer to lead you in an exercise routine. It's a dwarven exercise routine.
Manjit will look puzzled, but he will be happy to this time to take him up on that offer. And
All right.
he'll sheath his sword and he'll hold on to his shield and tell him to, lead.
Okay. I just linked it in the chat.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Hey, I want to dance with somebody.
All right, Theron's going to say, well, I think I'm going to take watch, because the last time you mentioned that, we got attacked by a T-Rex. So I'm going to climb up in the nearest tree and look out, watching the surroundings, but really watching them.
All right. Roll me a d20, please.
You're doing fantastic. I imagine Musharib amping Manjit up the whole time too.
Okay. Nothing happens this morning. Also, it's now canon that Musharib sounds like Richard Simmons.
Hooray.
Hey, everybody.
That's fantastic.
All right. So you guys, about midday through the day, you come to a river. It seems to keep flowing kind of like down from the mountains, flowing in a southward direction at a pretty good clip. It's not the widest river, but it looks like it's got some rapids in it. It's a pretty heavy duty thing.
That was an interesting noise.
Does it look like it's too deep to cross, or?
I mean, you got the dinosaurs, so you think you could probably get across fairly simply. It's just a matter of whether, like I said, it's moving kind of like in this direction. So kind of like coming around and then down.
How
so
far?
it's not like in our way. It's just
Yeah, it's not in your way. It's just more like there's a flowing river. It's there. Right, it's an obvious landmark. So I'm bringing it to your attention because it's not clear on the map with the dots.
okay. And with the map that I have, does it say where exactly this city is at that we're going to?
That's a good point. Give me an intelligence check, Kayleen.
Sure, that's not good.
Do it.
Ooh.
You didn't mark the city on the map that accurately, but you remember that it was on.
I'm sorry,
It was on the
you
map.
broke up. You remember that it was on what?
Yeah, you did. If your map's not that accurate, but you remember that there was a waterfall in the city.
Okay, I thought you meant that the city was on the map.
That's what
No.
I heard because it cut out. You didn't mark it on the map, but you remember it's on the map.
But you remember it's on our river.
Oh, so okay, all right. So Colleen will tell everybody, hey, I remember this river. I think leads to the city because I remember there being like a waterfall or like a river in the city. So I think if we follow this, we should be good.
Well, we could always use our resident compass here to tell us if we're going in the right direction. Look at Karen.
That does seem to be a fairly effective way of doing it. If we head the wrong
She-
way down the river and she grabs her head, well, wrong way.
Her
If she
head-
starts dying, we
Her-
know
yeah.
we're going the wrong way.
Her head's still in a book, but she reaches her hand. She just kind of puts her hand up. She's like, "I'm not dying yet. It's fine."
Okay. Is she riding the dinosaur?
Yes.
Okay, are we sitting like the Ewoks in that picture I posted? Or, because I mean, I would like, Theron would probably be in a position to catch her if she fell,
We
since
could
she's
just-
prone to falling over.
Why don't we just follow the river until we find it? Because it's supposedly right on the river, right?
Well, that's what we were saying. We just don't know whether it's up or downstream. And we were joking that if we head the wrong way, we have a radar that goes off to tell us that.
Well, are we at the top of the, or are we like in the middle of it right now?
The what?
Where are we in relation to the river? Are we in the middle of it?
No, we're like next to it. Like the rivers, we just
Where
now
does
came
it
across
start?
it.
Yeah, but where does it start?
You
We
have no
don't
idea.
know. We came up to the side of a river and we don't know
It's,
whether we're...
it's rushing through the trees. You can see what direction it's heading. It's heading south, but you don't know where it starts. Presumably in the mountains. That's where rivers usually start.
Yeah, and Colleen did just say that there was like a waterfall. So if the river is heading south, then that means that's where it ends up, is at the city.
Okay, so let's just head south, and if she dies, she dies. Rocky 4. Let's go.
All right. You guys head south? Whose turn is it? It is Theron's turn to give me a d20, please.
I am going to stealth if I may.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
All these high rolls for once.
Sneaky through the trees.
I like that we have 2 free casts of Pass Without a Trace, and we have not used them at all.
I fucking don't need it, but it's pretty good. Yeah.
Me and Mushari both have Pass Without Trace. We haven't really had a chance to use it because we're riding a giant dinosaur.
Yeah, I would say Pass Without Trace is not going to have any effect on that fucking dinosaur. Thump,
Yeah,
thump, thump.
yeah.
No.
If you had like a dire wolf or something, it would work, but not with fucking Brontosaurus Rex over there.
Yeah, I mean, I figured we'd use this spell for like I don't know, one of those duck-billed dinosaurs or something, whatever they're called. Then we ended up getting a Brontosaurus instead.
I totally allowed for Hadrosaurus. Put yourselves in walking order, please. And then whoever wants to can give me a survival check.
Nice.
I'm stealthing, so I'm kind of away from the group a little bit.
All right.
Darren's good at survival. He's not very good at maps, though.
Okay, that's fine. I still need a survival check.
I already rolled.
Wait, you did?
I sucked at it, but I rolled.
Yeah,
Rain-
he-
All right, Rain did. I thought Theron was going to roll too. No?
Yeah, I was just saying Darren's good at it.
Okay. So you guys are unaware. Mushroom's also up on the dinosaur. And are... Let's see what their stealth is. Not spectacular. What's everybody's passive perception?
10.
16.
16.
13.
All right. Kayleen and Theron, you are not surprised, but the rest of you are. You have moments where you hear a twig snap and you realize you are being hunted before these three creatures come popping out.
Clever girl.
Damn it, have they seen me? These bastards.
What's your stealth, Kayleen?
22.
They have not. You are hidden. But they were also stealthing, so you did not see them until the last minute.
That's fine. It's good to know.
Yep, they matched your passive perception. So like they were stealthy until they were close enough to you to notice. The rest of you guys were not aware that they were there, so you will have a surprise round against them. But the Kayleen and Theron can take your first round. So everybody roll initiative.
Damn, 13 twice in a row for initiative. What the fuck?
Yeah, by the way, these are Allosauruses, but they are effectively like the raptors from Jurassic. Actual velociraptors in here are actual velociraptor size, which is like chicken sized. Maybe a little bigger than that. These are like lion sized dinosaurs. Does somebody have control of Brontosaurus, or is that me that has control of Brontosaurus?
I
they
think
shoot
you
venom?
explicitly maintain control of the Brontosaurus for super happy fun times.
Gotcha. They do not shoot venom. No, at least not that you know. They don't shoot venom.
No.
Karen's passive perception is 12. What does that mean? Does she?
She is not. She is surprised.
Okay.
Had to be a 16 or higher.
Okay,
Wow, they didn't
actually,
roll very well and stuff.
Mushroom has 14. Okay, never mind.
All right. So first Allosaurus is up. He doesn't know Kayleen is there. Brontosaurus' passive perception, just for the sake of doing this, 10, so it is surprised. He's going to run up and is going to start gnawing on the Brontosaurus, who's at full health, so it's 121.
This is a velociraptor?
It's an Allosaurus, but
Okay.
in Jurassic Park, the Velociraptors are bigger than they should be.
Oh, okay.
So this is a bit bigger than that, but not that much. It's a large creature. It's not huge or gigantic.
They're super fun. Actually, I'd love to tame one of these and just use it as like a single mount.
That depends on how well my next action does.
All right. So this thing charges forward and it runs and it leaps at the Brontosaurus. With advantage, it is going to hit. The Brontosaurus needs to make a strength save. Nope. All right. So it's not going to knock it over because it's that much bigger than the Allosaurus. But the Allosaurus is going to latch onto it. It's just kind of like gnawing at it. Oh yeah.
Dino's
Okay.
not going to like it.
And crits on the bite that he gets for free with that. So the claws dig in and it just starts ripping the flesh off the back of Bronto's legs. Musharib is surprised. Kayleen, you are not surprised. You see all three of these things charging forward.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at this in here. The one that just attacked Dino.
Okay.
Advantage and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Wow, I could have gotten way better rolls in there. Jesus. All right. Anyway. And then I am going to let's see, like move a little away, like over here-ish, and try to find some different trees to hide behind.
Yep. Give me a assault check.
Oh, motherfucker.
This one here, he's staring right at you the whole time.
Yep, that's fun. Okay. That's my turn.
Karen, I believe, is surprised, correct?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
she only had a 12 passive.
All right, Theron. You see these Allosauruses. You see this one's gnawing on your dinosaur. This one's coming for your dinosaur. This one seems to be looking off in the direction that you know your new roguey friend is hiding. Or trying to hide.
Okay, this one's attacking my dinosaur. Sorry, Kayleen. I'm going to cast Entangle in this area here and hope that I can grab this guy, but not Dino.
Okay, well, that guy's attached to Dino. He's grappling Dino.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it in this area here, but not under Dino. So, like, right there.
Karen is surprised, Pat, so... Okay, so entangle there. What's your spell DC?
14.
All right, one succeeds, one failed. So this guy's entangled.
Awesome.
I always go clockwise, so the first one failed, the second one succeeded. All right, so first one up is the one that's going to go chasing after Kayleen. It's going to take a running leap at you, Kayleen, so it's going to...
Oh no. Don't
Yep.
bite me, bro.
No, he's going to claw you first, 10 slashing damage.
Ooh.
And I need you to
okay.
give me a strength saving throw. It's a DC 13.
Oh yeah, I'm a rogue. I'm great at this. Let's do this. Fuck you.
All right. You are knock prone. It does not get a bonus attack against you. You are fighting off this giant dinosaur that's digging his claws into your shoulders.
Oh boy.
All right, the other one has to make a strength save. Nope, it's still entangled. Rain.
I will use my tobacco.
Actually, hold on. You were surprised, weren't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
If it's
Never
still
mind.
the first round, then count me
Yeah,
out.
still first round. Mandrid, were you surprised?
Yes.
Okay. Brontosaurus was also surprised.
Sorry, yep, I was muted. Yep,
Okay.
I was surprised.
Alrighty, so back to top. Now everybody's going in. This round, everybody's in. You're all now aware that you are being attacked by giant flesh-eating dinosaurs. This one's going to keep gnawing on your Allosaurus, but he's not prone, so he's not going to have advantage. All right, so the good thing doesn't have advantage. The rolled like shit anyways. Musharib is up.
All right. We're still riding on the dinosaur. Correct.
Yes, correct.
Okay, Musharib is going to pull out another hand axe, and he's going to throw it at that Allosaurus here after Hunter's marking it.
Okay. To the one that's entangled, or the one that's right below you.
The one that's
Okay.
attacking our
Gotcha.
Dino.
8 does not hit.
All right, and that's what he can do.
Kayleen.
Oh boy. All right. Just took a third of my health. That's great. That's nice. It's good. It's a good time. I'm gonna bonus action disengage. And let's see. I'm gonna move. Oh crap! I can't move very far. All right. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna move over this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah. And take another shot at this one. Oof. Does a 10 hit? Hello?
Can.
Sorry. So Kayleen runs forward, just ducking under the claws and the bite of the Allosaurus attacking her. Takes a pot shot at the one that's biting your Brontosaurus, but the shot goes wide. I'm very surprised you did not try and hide again. Did not be eaten by this dinosaur. Is going to jump on your back here in a moment.
Well, my plan was to get over here towards the two big fucking, beat 'em up guys and freaking hide behind them and keep taking pot shots.
All right, Karen.
What's going on with the one that has the green over here? What's the little green dot?
He's entangled.
Okay, and
So he is restrained.
all right. This one appears to be 35 feet away from Karen, but I'm assuming that Karen can, even though she's on top of the Brontosaurus, could probably move a bit closer and stay on top of the Brontosaurus about 5 feet. Like maybe climb a little closer.
That's fine. It's rough terrain, but yeah, that's fine.
Well, not like on top. You know what I mean? Like she can move.
Yeah, she like the dinosaur's big enough. She can like crawl on its neck.
All right.
And be closer.
She's gonna cast Bane.
Okay.
On these two, because she can't get this one. I think it's within 30 feet.
Okay. So wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, charisma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, turns out charisma is even worse for dinosaurs, so it fails that save.
Yeah.
It would have failed it anyways, but it's super failed it now.
And then I don't think she has anything bonus action wise to do to them. So
No, I don't believe so. All right. Very good. Theron.
Theron is going to look down at this Allosaurus that's on Dino and attempt to pull it off with a thorn whip.
All right. 15 does hit.
All right. I'm going to attempt to pull it 10 feet up in the air, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. But that's my attempt.
Okay. Let me raid Thorn Whip real quick.
It says you can move things up to 10 feet towards you, and since we're on top of the dinosaur, that would be 10 feet up. I'm trying to pull him off of Dino. So my question is, does it actually work or not?
If the creature is large or smaller. This is a large creature, correct? Yes.
Yeah, but he's grappling Dino, so I don't know if it will work. That's what I'm asking.
That's a good point. We'll have make a strength check against your athletics check against your spell DC. 16, right?
14.
14. Matches. You're the attacker, so I think we'll say it goes to you. It's close enough. So yeah, you are able to pull him. You basically like pull him in his arc up in your direction. Dinosaur's big enough, it's still not close enough to attack you, but it's just dangling there by your thorn whip. But at that point, the spell is not a concentration spell, right? Just that one moment.
Yeah, it just pulls him. I imagine he would fall back.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna fall back down. We'll say he falls 20 feet. He lands on his feet. Give me 2d6. All right. Takes a little bit more damage.
Cool.
But he's no longer on your dinosaur. Still within 5 feet. No longer attached to him.
Nice.
All right. This guy gets to make his... He's going to charge forward on Kayleen again.
No.
And by the way, they have to move 30 feet to get to their claw, like that pounce attack. But he also has 60 feet of movement. So like he's like circling around to get the speed up to do a proper pounce.
Okay. Sounds good.
5 damage, and I need a strength save, please.
Alrighty, once. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be good, you guys.
I have faith in you.
So you fire that shot off, and the reason it misses is because this big ass fucking dinosaur jumps on your back and drives you to the ground. And then roll double ones on the thing. So I'm going to say it rolls off of you, and you are prone, but it is not. You are not restrained.
Yay.
All right. This other guy. Make a strength save.
And he's Bane.
He is baned, but your spell DC is what's he got to roll to get out of that?
14.
14. Okay, so even with bane, he's still gonna get out. Roll a 20, not a dirty 20, but a 20.
Well, this is difficult terrain in this area towards Dino.
It is. What I'm trying to decide. He has the prone person over here. So there's a prone prey here. There's the dinosaur. The dinosaur's a bigger meal. Let's see how intelligent he is. He's not very smart. No, he rolled a 0. He's going for the big hungry one. It is rough terrain, but again, he has 60 feet of movement, so that's not a problem. 13 damage to the dinosaur.
Dino, no.
Dino is bloodied.
Oh man, Dino's bloodied. I haven't even got to go yet.
Rain, it's your turn.
Hey.
I will say you can get to them if you run between the dinosaur's feet. But that means there's a chance you'll be stomped on your turn.
I am Tabaxi, don't give a shit about none of that. I'm going to Tabaxi run around the dinosaur and get to here. And then I will reckless attack the bottom dinosaur.
Okay.
I will rage and then reckless attack the bottom dinosaur.
Gotcha.
Suck a butt.
Okay, that's max damage. So 6, that's 4d6, which is 32, plus 3, which is 35 damage.
Plus, did you already add rage?
I didn't, but it doesn't matter. He's dead anyways.
Okay, well, suck a butt. Pissed off the wrong kitty cat.
So your fucking barbarian cat just runs forward and just slices this dinosaur's head off in one blow. Lion-O is pissed. By the way, when I had the other party fight a Tyrannosaurus in their game, the poor gnome ranger got double critted and was swallowed whole by the Tyrannosaurus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to use remaining movement speed to get here.
Okay.
I think I mathed that right.
It's close enough. Mandrid.
All right. The other dino over here, how is he looking? This one up top.
He looks like he's unharmed.
Unharmed. Okay.
Again, I'll give you the same offer I gave Mandrid. I gave Hunter rather. If you run through the dinosaur's legs, you can get to him, but there's a chance you'll get stomped on your turn.
What does that mean?
I mean, you'll have to make a dexterity save as the dinosaur turns, and because you're going to be under it, and it may stomp on you.
Mandrid go squish.
Can that be an instant kill?
It is 5d8, so average of 27.
What's the max on that? 5.
Max would be like 45. So instant unconscious, not instant kill. Unless double crit. So very unlikely. 1 in 400 chance of being instant kill.
All right, I'm running in. I am going to. This is a new day, right?
New day. New day.
Vow of enmity on this fucker. I am going to swing my longsword.
Okay. but
18.
18 hits.
I'm gonna use divine smite.
Okay. Do you get 2 attacks or just the 1 attack?
No, just the one. 18.
Okay. So 7 plus 6 is 13.
No, 19.
19.
Oh, what happened there?
You rolled the attack twice. So the
I
first
rolled
one.
it twice. I'm sorry. Yeah, 13. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Sorry, I added the 13 plus the 6. Sorry, Ken.
No worries.
13. Yep.
All right.
And do I have to roll the dexterity or wait until
On the well, actually go ahead and do it because Brontosaurus is next. It's on the Brontosaurus' turn. So yeah, roll me a dexterity save. We'll say DC of 12.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna fail this. Dex save.
Let's say 10. Okay.
Ooh, daddy.
Yep, you're fine. The Brontosaurus turns and tries to whack it with his tail. Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Ooh. Can I say that I jumped over the tail?
Yes.
Yes. Right after I swing my longsword. Can we say we did it at the same time?
Yeah,
Since
you
went right after me.
Yep. You ran through, you swung your sword, you jumped over the tail as you ran through his legs, and then after you slashed, you jumped over the tail again as it went through the dinosaur.
Oh my god, we are such a combo. And then he came back with his tail and I high-fived it.
Okay.
Okay, Patrick.
Musharib.
Is that one dead?
Nope, not dead. Very bloodied.
All right.
Got some broken bones sticking through its flesh.
Ushri just going to pull out another hand axe from his infinite supply, apparently. And throw
How
it
many
at this
does he
guy and
have?
miss. It doesn't say. It just says range attack hand axe.
It's we'll say he has like 5 and he recovers them. It's not arrows. They're more durable than that. He's got a bolero. It's like all right, that does not hit.
He just pulls one out of his bag and throws it.
All right, Kayleen, you are prone on the ground with a dinosaur standing over you.
Oh boy. All right, getting away from this guy is gonna be a pain in the ass. All right, but this one's not dead yet, right?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna get up half my movement and then bonus action disengage, and then 5, 10, 15, move over here and take a shot at this one.
All right.
There we go. Yay. God damn, this rolls.
I'm hogging all the good ones. I'm sorry.
Actually, that's like I think that's the second time you've rolled. That might be the third time you've rolled less than 15 on your combined attack, which is really bad for a rogue.
Yeah, I know. It's been. It's all right.
On the good side, that's enough to kill it.
Sweet.
Your arrow digs through, like it lost its eye in that tail attack, and your arrow just goes right through its eye.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Karen.
It's not me this time.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm Karen. All right. Karen is going to do what she does best. I'm pretty sure that's within 60 feet. Yes, Eldritch Blast. Ooh, Daddy's home. 16.
16. Yep, 16. Yep, 16 hits.
Yes. No.
Yep.
26. 16 damage.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm preparing for the next encounter.
That's ominous.
Theron.
I can try and secure the skill by lobbing a fire or produced flame at it. At this one here. And I'm going to drop my entangle.
Okay. Produce flame at this guy.
Thank you.
All right, Allosaurus is going to decide that he's gonna run the fuck away. So he runs 120 feet away from you fucks, making the curly sound. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do you guys chase him into the underbrush?
Nope.
No reason to.
All right.
All right. So how calm is Dino here?
I mean, he's not terribly calm. You'll need to give me some sort of animal handling check.
I'm going to try and calm Dino
While
and
he's
try
doing
and
that-
bribe him with a good berry.
While he's
Two.
doing that, I'm gonna lay my hand on him and start healing him. I will heal him for how many HP is he down?
Like 70.
Instantly gonna heal him for 20 plus 5, 20 from my lay on hands, 5 from my healing hands.
Okay. With the soothing healing and the good berries, the mouthful of good berries, go ahead and give me animal handling with advantage, Theron. Okay. You guys been with him for a while. I actually set the DC at 15, so he chills out and does not chase after the Allosaurus.
Remind me what time of day is this?
It is afternoon.
Are we settling down for the evening, or we have more to do here?
Nothing. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I would like to get down and study these dinosaurs that just died here near us, just because I've never seen anything like that.
I'm also gonna cut some. Do they have any distinctive pieces of bone or
They have
flesh
some pretty feathers.
I'm gonna take some of their feathers and pull them or cut them off for my armor to affix to my armor tonight.
Okay.
I'll take a few from each of them, different colors or whatever their colors are, and I will also use my spells. I have 2 more spell slots.
Okay, you think about that for a second here. Theron, after you've spent about 10-15 minutes studying it, you can be shape into an Allosaurus now.
Okay, I'm never going to be able to. I just wanted to study it.
Okay. Is there anything particular you want to know about it?
Honestly, Theron's just never seen dinosaurs before. I'm wondering why these giant lizards have feathers, and I'm just studying it really more RP than anything else. I don't really need to know anything specific.
Okay.
But,
Give me a investigation check or medicine check.
But you know what? I'll take a feather too.
Okay.
There's none left. Hold on, we gotta add that all up. 5, 15, 25, 25, 30, another 30 HP for Dino.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to.
What is that? Or you want me to add it up?
No, it's fine. It's maxed out.
He is maxed out? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's healed up.
Yep.
Okay.
What were you going to say there, Theron?
I was about to heal him too, but if he's not,
Okay. Yeah, he's good. Paladin took care of it.
okay.
And Karen.
And Karen.
Even though she probably wouldn't have given a shit, but she's not being controlled by herself right now.
All right. Yeah, Theron, what's up? Well, I was just wondering about that.
Yeah, I was going to heal Kayleen and Dino, but
Gotcha. Kayleen's still
taken
Kayleen's still injured.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, Colleen is bloodied. She's like sitting over here watching you guys heal the dinosaur, and
Sorry.
she's just sitting on the
Sorry,
ground
dude.
like,
I forgot all about it, man. I'm so sorry. I feel like a dick now.
Get your ass up on a dinosaur and don't get hurt. You got a bow.
you know what?
she's better if she's stealthy, man. But, we got surprised. Shit happens.
Stealth is a relative term. Then let the dinosaur be more distracting.
You know what? I'll cast that on Kayleen and then move it to Dino whenever Kayleen looks like she's feeling better. So I got 10 rounds of D6s.
Wait, what? The
right.
dinosaur is fully healed, though.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just gonna move it to D now because it's not gonna do anymore. No one else took damage.
Okay, well, you can just leave it on Kayleen. So that is a D6. So 32 hit HP there back,
Yeah.
Kayleen.
I'm at full again.
Okay.
And I guess I'd summon up my little Navi-looking face spirit over Kayleen while I study this dinosaur here.
It surprised me to hear you'll never be able to turn into a CR2 creature because I'm used to moon druids where you can just immediately turn into everything that fucking kills people.
I know. I was like, man, of all the campaigns, I choose not to go Moon Druid. I actually can use the dinosaur beast shapes. I was really hoping this is a Velociraptor because I could turn into a Velociraptor.
I did Moon Druid for the starter set, and it was awesome.
Yeah, moon druids are fucking fantastic.
My DM kept having to come up with asinine ways to stop me from being awesome. Like, oh, well, you're a bear. You can't fit through that door. Okay.
How wicked.
I will sit outside. It's not like they're going anywhere.
All right. You know what? I'll take a couple of teeth too, and
Sure.
I'm going to save some for making a necklace later.
Oh, someone's biting off a mandrid.
Yeah, that was the T-Rex.
Zing!
All right. Theron, give me a D4. With all this rigmarole here, I'm going to say you don't have advantage this time. Just give me a D4 and see if you roll 3 or higher. You don't. So you only go 1 hex today. It's a pretty busy day. So let's see here. All right. Yeah, you can hear a waterfall in the distance. So you can push through into the night if you so choose, or you can continue onward. Or you can rest up for the night. If you push forward, there's a chance of exhaustion.
I can rest. I mean, I don't know.
We think that this is a undead infested city, right?
That's what you
Yes.
think.
However, from what Ken said, I am getting less and less feeling of undead
Okay.
the further we move. And sorry, boys, I got to run to the restroom. I should be back in a few minutes. But play on.
I would say that we should rest, just because Theron would want to walk into a undead-filled city unprepared. But if Mandrid's a resident undead expert, so if he says it's good to go, I'd be willing to go forward. I mean, I'm perfectly fine walking through the middle of the night. I don't need much rest anyways.
After getting healed, Colleen's fine. Pressing on as well. Actually, how many arrows did I shoot in that fight? 3? I think I shot 3.
I don't remember.
3 sounds right.
Okay.
It's 3 now.
Yeah, so freaking yeah, Colleen's fine with moving forward. But you said we'll get exhaustion? I don't know.
You have to make a con save or take exhaustion.
Ooh, yeah. That might be bad, you guys. I don't know. It might be better. It might be a better idea to rest one way or the other.
It's up to you guys. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
What I'd like to know is where's the nearest 7-Eleven, because I need some more mosquito salve.
Yeah.
I think the Paladin was the 7-Eleven for mosquito salve.
Yeah, I've still got. Well, okay. Technically it's night. It's not a new day yet, so we don't have to apply anymore right now, do we?
Not till the next morning, no.
Okay, so I've still got 15.
Yeah, but it took us like 20 days to get down here. And the only
Yeah.
city we know of is Port Nazaru. We did not think this through.
Ooh boy. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find some people that we can kill and steal their stuff from.
What is it? People used to slather mud all of themselves to get rid of mosquitoes.
Yeah, but I think it was like a certain way of caking it on so that like mosquitoes would still bother you, but they wouldn't be able to bite you because the mud was like caked on, and so they'd like bite through the mud and be like,
Well,
"Oh,
that's good.
gross."
That's going to be Theron's suggestion. And he's probably going to do it. I don't know, whatever y'all decide to once we run out. I mean, I have no clue if that'll actually work, but that's what Theron's going to try.
Theron, you are a druid. I will give you a.
I mean, we're not. I have like 20 days left, but it's
I
going
know.
to go. 20 days.
Give me a medicine check. It's gonna be hard. Give me a medicine check and see if you can figure out how to craft some. Oh, actually, yes. Do you have a medicine kit with you?
I don't.
What do you have?
I have an explorer's pack.
You should have a tool set, though. What tool set did you have?
Druids have proficiency, but they don't actually get an herbalism kit.
Ah, okay. And you didn't get it as part of your background?
No, I didn't.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
unfortunate.
you're like, oh, if I only had a herbalism kit, I could totally have it. I could totally spend some time making some salve.
Yeah, I'd have suggested buying it, but I didn't want to spend somebody else's money. Well, Theron didn't want to spend anybody else's money.
All right. So, you guys resting or are you pushing on?
We're waiting on Mantra to get back. Like I said, I would say sleep, but Mandra's our resident undead expert.
I would say sleep, but my character has the ability to press on if we need to.
Yeah, I'd vote for sleep as well.
All right. So it sounds like we're sleeping. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick and get some water. I'll be right back, and then we'll go on.
Well, then I'm going to get my rages back. Though I'm down to about 20 sticks of insect repellent.
Me too. How does Rain feel about mud?
It's squishy and gets between his toes.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
I'll sit right here and I'll lean against you and you lean right back against me, and that way we don't gotta sleep with our heads in the mud.
God damn it, that makes me want to watch Forrest Gump so bad. I haven't seen that movie in years.
I hope I had advantage on that.
I forget how to say it now, but one of the first phrases I learned to say in Arabic was "we is like peas and carrots, Jenny and me." Because when I got to the linguistics school, everyone was making fun of my terrible ass Alabama accent.
Nice.
But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Would somebody from over there get that reference?
From where?
So you learn how to speak it in Arabic. Would someone who could speak Arabic get that reference?
I highly doubt it, but it, depends on the person. There are Americans that also speak Arabic, and I was going to an American school learning to speak not Arabic. It's just one of those things where you're bored sitting around waiting to start class. Everyone starts trading all the stupid stuff that they know how to say in every language. So I picked up a couple of Korean your mama jokes and a few comments about things in Chinese that I dare not utter on stream.
Sorry, gents, I'm back.
No worries. All right.
Question is, does Dino make the save? Because if not, this could be very bad.
What happened?
I rolled a 1
On what?
on the animal handling throw.
For what?
So-
Oh no. Oh no.
I just healed him for so much. Is this another? Oh, this is the nightly.
Yeah.
Sorry, what I said. Wait for a second.
He's got to know that he's better off with us by now.
Oh God.
Bye bye, Dino.
Oh, hold on. He made the save. I will allow the paladin, because you did heal him, to make a animal handling check. It's a DC 15.
All right. I have no training in animal handling whatsoever, and I'm at 0. Let me
got
just
this.
see. Let me see if there's anything that will assist me in this.
Me, but I wouldn't know too.
No, let me see if I have any like spells that'll help me out in this.
All right. So would I know that Dino's about to go crazy or something?
He doesn't look like he's gonna go crazy. He looks. You can tell that he's kind of looking like he's looking down at you. Like he definitely confused. Like he doesn't really understand why he's been following these little people around to get the shit kicked out of him for the last week.
It's like because of the good berries.
Can I use command?
I think this is humanoid. Let's see.
No, it says you speak a one-word command to your creature you can see within range.
It only affects his next turn.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll just roll animal handling. I have to roll really high. All right, wish me luck, gentlemen. Here goes nothing.
All right. It
Nope.
does not destroy your camp or anything, but it does kind of wander off into the forest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It wouldn't do you any good in the city you're going to be in soon anyways.
I mean, anything
kinda
that people can attack besides me.
I mean, you're the
Um,
barbarian. You're supposed to be the one that gets attacked.
Mandred's gonna walk over to Theron, put a hand on his shoulder, and say, "You know, he was a good companion, and he helped us out greatly. You know, if not for him or her, I don't know what sex he or she was, out of character. You know, it was really something the way that you not controlled it, but
Tamed it.
handled that animal, and you know, got it to aid us and fight for us, and you know, it got us out of more than a few pinches there, and hopefully we run into it again. You know, don't I don't think Theron's, you know, crying about the animal leaving. I'm sure he's you know, not happy to see it go. So Mandred's you know, doing what he can to console him a little bit, even though I'm sure he's not, you know, on the verge of breaking down over this, but he's you know,
He's pretty upset.
yeah, so he's Mandred's coming over to console you. and just saying, he had to return to the wild at some point. He doesn't belong with us, and you must have known at some point that he had to return, and he couldn't go where we were going. Yeah, it's best that he parted before we got to where we were going.
Yeah, that's true. So as Dino's walking away, Theron's gonna tell him that, thank you for staying up with us this far, and thank you for seeing us through. And should be able to understand me. Whether if he gets it, that's up to you.
Okay. As you say goodbye, it turns towards you and kind of like it roars or blows it makes a sound, and it wanders off into. It actually like wades into the river. It likes water, and it kind of wades upriver, munching on trees.
Rain will certainly miss Dino.
So now we have to walk.
You're gonna hear from behind you a clapping sound, and you'll hear a snarling voice say, "You can't even. You're even worse than those Emerald Enclave fools."
Do we see a person?
If you turn and look, you will see a gross-looking old man sitting on the back of a giant boar.
Does it look like somebody that I would assume to be Rasnisi?
No, it's dressed in animal hides. It looks like just an old, dirty, maybe kind of looks, kind of like an old, dirty wild man.
Ah.
Is he alone?
Except for he's got, like I say, he's on a giant boar with a couple little boars off to the side.
Do I know who the Emerald Enclave is? I'm not from around here.
Not from around here, but you're familiar with the Emerald Enclave. It's a society of like druids and rangers.
Other than the boars, the other boars, is he alone?
Yes, there's no other people.
And we're at the camp, right? Because I was away. We're at camp for the night.
Yes, you're at camp for the night.
When Mandra turns around, he'll take a step closer and say, "And who might you be, old timer?"
He says, "My name important. What is important is you are in my territory. I do not allow passage through my territory. You must leave back the way you came."
And how do we know this is your territory if we don't even know your name?
Do you need? It is my territory because I say it is. It is mine. You are not me, and therefore it is not yours.
Yeah,
Who are
I
you?
really don't think that we're gonna be just going back the way we came. We came a long way to get down here.
Mandra's just gonna look at the rest of his group and he's gonna sigh.
Oh, I said that in
And-
character.
Yeah, and after you said that, and he's gonna look at you, he's gonna look at the others, he's gonna sigh, and he's gonna say, "I don't have the energy or the willpower to deal with him right now. Someone else take this one." And he's gonna walk off and sit down maybe 15, 20 feet away, within earshot and within walking distance in case, or a dash in case this turns ugly. But he's gonna sit this one out. He really doesn't have the energy to deal with crazy old men right now. He's gonna
Alright.
sit down and
Does this guy look like he might be a druid?
Maybe.
sure, from the description he sounds like a crazy old druid.
Yeah.
This might be your time to shine.
Yeah. And what do you know of the Emerald Enclave?
The Emerald Enclave is a bunch of busybody nobodies who try to come into my territory and run me out. And they cannot run me out. If the Yuan Ti cannot run me out, the Emerald Enclave cannot run me
Look, I'm not a member of the Emerald Enclave, and neither are any of my companions here. We're not here to invade your territory. We're just here to save our friend.
out. I do not care about your friend. You cannot get passed through my territory. This is my territory. And like the boars below me, the boars do not allow anyone to hunt in their land. This is their land. This is my land, and you are not allowed in my land.
Rainwonder is where exactly your territory is. If we were to go around your territory, where would we need to go?
He says, I lay claim to this bank of the river. You would have to go inland about half a day to avoid my territory.
We're on the east bank of the river or west?
West bank of the river.
Do we think the city's on the... Oh, we think the city is on the river,
Yes.
Well, let's ask him. Let's ask him where the city is, and no, I'm staying out of it. Never mind.
Look, if we stray from this path, our friend here is going to basically fall over dead.
This is not my concern. I do not understand why you think this is my concern. Perhaps if she falls over dead, my boars can have a meal. They like the taste of flesh. Don't you, Fuzzy? And he rubs his big giant boar he's sitting on.
Oh, Fuzzy.
So Mandred at that point stands up and walks back over to his companions, and he's a bit perturbed at this point. And he says, "Well, perhaps when you die, we can feed you to your boars, because you will not be feeding our companion to them. If you want us."
No, the creature on the back laughs. He transitions and he shifts, not all the way into a boar, but kind of into like a half boar, like thick, coarse fur sprouts on his arms. His hands kind of turn into claws. He's got tusks that come out of his mouth. And we need to roll initiative because he's a wereboar. He doesn't like you.
No,
I like this guy too.
I wasn't threatening to kill him. I was all right.
Well, you kind of threatened to kill him.
Not really.
I hate you so much, Hunter. Like, so much.
This fight is going to be boring. I was just saying when he dies, we could feed him to him. I wasn't saying I was gonna kill him. I don't mind fighting this guy. I was just gonna say if you tell us where the city is, we'll be on our way. It's fine. Fucking kill this fucking guy.
I'm seeing a trend that anytime Mandred comes in to diplomatize, we get in a giant fight.
Oh, I wasn't coming to diplomatize. I had enough of this guy. This guy, he didn't want to fucking talk. He wanted to fight.
I think he wanted us to leave.
Yeah, he wanted us to leave, and he didn't want to give us any answers. He wanted to fight. It was like leave or fight. So fuck him.
Oh, come on.
He
The
wants
one
to-
time I roll high.
He wants to talk like a tough guy, and he'll get treated like a tough guy.
Don't forget to add Karen.
Yeah. I won't. I gotta roll myself first. I'm gonna farm my fucking
Of
self.
course.
Did you hire Musher?
God damn it.
Of course, I don't break fucking 7, like always. Let's see. And Karen doesn't break 12.
All right. Musharif's up first.
Organize yourselves.
All right. Does Mushri know what a werewolf is?
I don't think he'd know what a wereboar is specifically, but he'd be like, "That's fucking creepy," and he would. And the thing he's getting like the guy on the board is getting. It's like making the boar start to charge. It's clearly a fight.
Well, he was a boar. He was a man on a boar, and now he's a boar on a boar.
He's in hybrid form. He's not a full boar.
Oh, so he's a half a boar on a boar.
Yes.
That's got to be awkward.
Okay, Mushri's gonna run to about right here, since he's got short little dwarf legs. It's the guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Bebop.
Okay, so he runs up.
Yeah, run 25 feet and chunk a hand axe at him.
Okay, at him or at the boar?
At you know what? He's gonna chunk it at the guy.
At the guy? Okay.
I think he's disadvantage.
Okay. It still hits, but it just kind of sticks in. The guy pulls it out and throws it in the forest. Has no obvious effect.
Shit. Magical fucking weapons.
Yep.
Rain.
Well, not to be perturbed by that particular attack, Rain's gonna rush forward and be a big damn hero. So I will rage, and I will run forward to there, and I will attack his pig, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit. 17 plus 2.
+2.
All right, you bloody that boar. One big swing.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right. Theron.
I think we should pull out the big guns, gents.
I was going to use one of the Rain's in the way now. I'm going to yell at all these people here. We don't want to fight. We just need to get across this river. And I'm going to say, if you don't want to get hurt, back away. And all of the boars should be able to understand me.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
All right, and then I'm going to fling out a fireball or a flaming sphere.
Okay.
I'm not very intimidated.
No, you're not. You're like, no, you should run. Really, please. We don't want to hurt you.
I'm going to summon a flaming spirit and slam it into the guy here.
Okay.
So I really don't want to hurt these pigs. They're just
All right.
pigs.
They're just pigs. God damn it.
Damn it, Hunter.
Oh, I wish I used another werebore just to be a dick now. All right. So it's DC 14 deck save. All right, he fails that, so 8 damage. It's not terribly fond of the fact that you just hit him with fire. All right. Giant boar. He is going to can't charge. Just gonna tusk you.
Wait, what's that red mean? I'm sorry.
Fire.
Theron.
That's
Oh,
like
Jesus. Yeah, the spear.
All right.
Don't stand beside it.
That is a crit for 13 damage, Hunter.
Jeez.
Thank you.
And Karen.
All right, I'm just looking at her spells really quick. Why doesn't he ever use spells and he only uses Eldritch Blast all the time? Is there a reason behind that?
That's just because they only gets 2 spell slots.
And Eldritch Blast is the best cantrip that ever existed.
Yeah. But is there a reason why he doesn't use these spells? Like, is there something I'm missing?
Because Karen's an asshole.
Oh.
Man, I'm pissed I didn't get to use Spike Road.
So Theron ran away bravely. God damn it.
God damn it, this is literally the best time to use Spike Road. And I almost got initiative too.
Alright, I can't really do anything other than.
You can cast Hex, and that gives extra damage.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that it's only going to be hurt by magic, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Hex
if
is
you cast Hex is magic, so you cast Hex, and then you cast Eldritch Blast because Hex is a bonus action, and that gives extra damage on the Eldritch Blast.
I gotcha.
It's like Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can cast 2 spells though in one round. Hex
Yeah,
and
because Hex is a bonus action, and Eldritch Blast is a cantrip.
Yep.
I gotcha. Hex and Eldritch Blast.
Does Karen have the invocation that knocks people back?
No.
No.
That's a shame.
All right, so that is a hit.
And then 1d6, right? I got to roll.
Yep.
Plus
All right.
3 for a total of 14.
Yep.
Kayleen Varnish.
So Kayleen.
Kayleen feels in her soul that there's a reason, a real hard reason, that she wants to fucking shoot Rain in the face right now, but she decides to shoot the giant boar instead.
Why do you want to shoot Rain?
All of those fucking puns this fucking
Oh.
hunter keeps making.
Because
I think they're
I'm
great.
hogging the spotlight.
I fucking hate you so much, dude. That was the 13 hit.
13 does hit, yes.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's better sneak attack, but God, that's like the fucking 4th time in a row that I've rolled a 1 on my base damage.
All right.
At least you lose the dinosaur that you
Oh,
have
and,
for like months.
Hold on, guys.
Bonus action,
Hold on.
hide. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
No, because I was letting you finish your turn. So go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you find a tree to duck behind.
Ken,
Mm-hmm.
does it appear as if that arrow does any damage to the boar?
The boar, yes. Not to the wereboar, but to the
Oh,
boar.
he attacked the boar. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Once I saw the hand axe not do anything, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if in character she knows what this is, but I do, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yes, you did there. I got you.
Yeah, just let everybody else.
All right, so little boars get to go. Oh, one of them does. Which one is this? That one. Charging over to Rain. All right, that does not hit. Mandred.
I'm just reading something really quick.
Is it exciting reading?
No. Oh, this is stupid. So if something's frightened, it doesn't automatically have to run away. So this
Doesn't have to run away. It doesn't have to run away. It can't get closer to you, and it has disadvantage on any attacks made when you're in sight.
And this thing reduces its speed to 0, so pretty much it just makes it stand still, and it can't come closer to me. But it can still attack other people. That's so stupid.
But it has disadvantage on those attacks if it's frightened.
On everybody or just me?
On any attack made if you're in sight.
But it's probably gonna make this save. And it's an action. Screw it. I'm not gonna use it. All right. Let's see if I can actually do some damage to it. I'm gonna run up. Actually, no. That's a boar there that just attacked Rain, right?
Yep.
All right. I still have this stupid thing on. God damn it! I clicked off that stupid thing. All right, I'm gonna run up and swing my long sword at the boar. It's a 9 hit.
9 does not hit.
All right, super. I'm gonna use a bonus action. To cast Bane on the 3 of them.
Okay. Well, that's the action, though.
Oh shit! Never mind. I thought it was a bonus action. I'm sorry.
No worries. All right. So
I think-
Paladin.
Uh. Nope. Never mind. That's it. That's my turn. I apologize.
Okay. Second, the Wereborg is to go. I
Real
think.
quick,
Sorry.
the pig stay beside the fireball.
Oh, that's yes. Starts his turn there, so he's gotta make the save, right?
No, this pig ended his turn.
Oh,
His fireball.
Sure. Yep.
I checked it when it attacked Rain, and the fireball was already there.
All right. So seven. So flaming spear damage 7. All right. So he runs up. I forgot about that. I should have had him go somewhere else. Oh well. All right. Werebor is going to jump down next to Rain here. It's going to bring its maul down on your head and then try and gore you with its tusks.
I'm surrounded. It means I can attack in any direction.
You have advantage now.
All right. The maul misses. However, he does manage to get under your arm with a tusk. You take 11 slashing damage. I also need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Interesting.
Gee. Guys, I'm gonna become a man, cat, bear, pig.
Well, if you don't want that to happen, just let me know,
Cat
you.
pig.
and I could stop that. I think.
Mushru takes 3 damage.
All right.
Oh, Rain, did you get bit? You got bit. Oh no.
Yes, but Rain's the kind of asshole that doesn't tell the party he gets bit.
Well, we just saw it happen, so.
Does
Mush-
anyone know about man pigs?
We'll worry about that in a moment. Mushru's turn.
All right, this boar just attacked him, and he's been eating good berries for a while. So he's going to take out his maul and bash this guy and miss completely.
Swings over the top of the boar. Rain.
I'm gonna attack the giant mount boar again.
Okay.
+2.
You slam your sword deep into its chest and it falls over. The werewolf screams, "No!" What do I call him? Fuzzy? Fuzzy! Theron.
Well, Theron is going to direct the flaming sphere to jump over Fuzzy and into the man pig.
Okay. Dexterity save for the werewolf. Nope. Going to give damage.
So 7 damage. And I'm going to take a few steps forward and bravely step in front of Karen now that we've actually drawn first blood, and get within 30 feet and launch another produce flame at him and miss completely.
That's the Tyler we know and love. All right.
Yep.
Karen.
Is that the werebore that he just attacked right there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cat in. I'll just blast again.
Okay. Plus another
And-
d6.
Yep. Holla. 18.
He is bloodied.
All right.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
Dodgeball. She's gonna move up next to Theron.
Okay. Kayleen. I believe you're
Alright.
hidden.
Sorry, hang on a second. Stupid microphone. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I was take a shot at this little boar guy right here. He looks fun.
All right.
Again, rolling a fucking 1 on the d6 for that. Jesus Christ.
All right. You only had 4 hit points left, so you successfully kill that boar.
Alright, and then bonus action hide again.
All right. Yep, you were hidden. Mandrid.
All right. Mandrid is gonna step over to the werebore. He's
Don't step there.
gonna what?
Don't step there.
There's a flaming sphere right there. There you go.
Mandrid is gonna think back to his first days as a paladin. What was it? That nice angelic guide told me about all the cool spells that I now had. Oh, that's right. Vow of Enmity as a bonus action. Going to swing my longsword, knowing that it will have no effect. Perfect. Doesn't hit, right?
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Roll me another attack roll.
What?
You roll a double 1 and Rain's right there next to you.
Oh, great.
Rain, does 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So Werebore ducks out of the way, and the reckless attack of the paladin hits you for 13 damage.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. Just be thankful I didn't add fucking my smite as I intended. I did. What's funny is I knew that the longsword wasn't even gonna hit him. I was trying to do it so that.
Yeah, Smite turns it into a magical attack, so it would have taken all the damage from
Oh,
everything.
Jesus Christ. Oh, but then. Oh, but it would have had to have hit first, right?
Right.
Oh my god.
You don't have to say you smite until after you hit, and if you do, it turns into a magical attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But couldn't I have said but it has to hit.
Has to
Yeah.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference if you don't hit.
Oh, but in a situation like this, I could have see, this is a situation in which everyone says that the other smites are useless, but in a situation like this, I could use a searing smite. This is when it's not useless.
Yeah, there are situations where the smite spells are totally worth it.
Yeah, and this would be a situation, but I'd have to have it oh no, it's not, because the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Yes, you would have cast it before you attacked.
Yeah, but you still need to, the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon, it still requires that you hit somebody with a weapon attack.
Yes, you still have to hit. Yeah, so it still would have.
Yeah.
But now you would have maintained it until the next time you needed it. But
Yeah.
all right, so the Werebore is going to shift into boar shape, and he is going to scurry into the underbrush.
Any attacks or anything?
You do get attacks. Yep, you do get attacks of opportunity. Absolutely. So Mandrid and Rain can both make attacks of opportunity on him.
God damn it.
Mandrid. That's 3 ones in a row, Mandrid. And he's going to run 40 feet away. All right, boar. Stupid animal. He's going to keep attacking Mushroom. What's Mushroom's AC? It's 13. He's hit twice for a total 11 damage. And it's Mushroom's turn.
Stupid boar just hit him. He's going to try and skull bash him. And miss completely.
Yep. Rain.
I will do Tabaxi Dash to get to Mr. Man, and then I will reckless attack him, I guess.
Okay. Do you have some sort of magical damage?
Nope, but
Okay.
Rain's a big dumb brute, and he's raging, and crit him.
Okay, you do crit him. Your sword bounces off his flesh and almost smacks you in the face.
I think I made my point, though.
Yes. You basically spanked him with your sword.
I mean, he might be into that.
Theron.
All right, I'm gonna. I don't want to kill the boar, but at the same time, I don't want my friends to die. I'm gonna yell at the boar and say, "Your master's leaving. You better get out of here."
Okay. Give me animal handling. Who just left the call? We lost Pat. Oh, computer froze. Okay. Yeah, animal handling. Okay. Yep. He will snort, and you see him obviously start to move away. He's shuffling. Karen. Karen's not here at the moment. 7 feet.
She can totally
Sure,
Eldritch
please.
Blast that guy.
Yep. And he is. And she is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Hey,
It does not hit, though.
Hello?
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I got him. You run the game.
Okay. Kayleen.
Okay, so he's running away, and there's one of his boars still left.
Yes.
How
But
far
the druid was just talking in boorish to the boar.
Okay.
It's like they're having a conversation. They seem to be having a conversation.
Yeah, he speaks pig Latin.
I hate you so much. All right. I'll attack the boar here.
Yeah, you do you. I mean, Musharib is gonna attack the boar whenever he
Yo,
runs off.
you guys hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that. My fucking Mac doesn't give me a warning when it's gonna die and it wasn't plugged in.
No worries.
Can I just backtrack for a second?
Well,
I-
hold on a second.
Okay.
So, Kayleen, who are you sneak attacking? The
This
boar?
this one right here.
Okay. So, Theron, the boar was thanking you for giving its heads up that it didn't really want to fight and it was going to go back to its piglets, and then Kayleen turns it into sausage.
Oh, is that? Oh, I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying that the other guy was fucking talking to it. I didn't realize you were saying that Theron was talking to
Nope,
it.
Theron was talking to it.
Doesn't matter.
Well, shit.
Free food.
Yeah, whatever. I killed it anyway.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Stealth. Yeah, stealth. My
Okay.
bad.
Mandred, what were you saying?
I should have gotten a divine smite with my.
Well, you missed. You missed anyways.
What? No, I didn't. I had an advantage 18 hit because I had my vow of enmity, so I would have hit for 12.
Oh, did you cast Val? Oh, you did cast. I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah, so then I would have had 12 plus 12, 24.
24. Okay. All right. Yep. He's significantly bloody now as he's running away. I didn't realize you cast Vial of Enemy, so I thought you just missed.
Yeah, I'd cast it when I the first time when I swung before, when I missed with and I hit rain before.
Gotcha. So yeah, Theron, you're like, I get to save the natural world, and I'm a Disney princess, and then the arrow pierces its throat, and blood just spurts all over the green grass.
Yeah, the board's sitting there telling you, like, yeah, this guy that we've been working for is kind of an asshole, and I haven't seen my kids in a while, so I think I'm going to do that thunk. I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
All right.
but you're our asshole.
Werebore. Rain's right there. I mean, it's not like Rain can do any damage to him. He's going to go ahead and keep gouging you until he's running away. You take another 12 damage. If you don't make a Constitution save, you already failed everything you can. Musharif, is there anything you wish to do? Tyler? You're muted, Tyler.
I muted myself. Musharib is going to run up 25 feet and grab another one of his endless hand axes and chunk it at him at disadvantage.
Okay, he's another 40 feet further than this. Like, he ran away. I'm not going to bother making. I'm not going to bother, but you can still throw it as be a disadvantage. Rain.
It's a bad disadvantage. It's got a range of 20, 60.
Okay. So, I mean, also, don't bother, because it's not magical. It's not going to hurt him. Same thing with Rain. Yeah, Rain, you're running. You can make an attack of opportunity, but it's not going to hurt him, so it doesn't really.
Are you sure you don't know that? He's got a little bit of hand axes.
Which was just a hand axe cannon for you. I get it. So yeah, that swings through. Rain, do you want to keep chasing him? I mean, you hit him really hard the last time and didn't have any.
How far did he run?
40 feet.
Nope, I'll move 0 feet this time, and I'm just going to kind of roar in his general direction.
Okay. Anybody else feel like chasing him down?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Theron, it's your turn. Anything else to do?
So are we going to chase him down?
I mean, I can't hurt him, so...
Andrew, are you going to chase him down?
Yeah.
I'll stay between him and the squishies, but I need y'all to do the damage.
I know how this is going. I'm going to shift into a warhorse and run up beside him, Andrew.
Okay.
Did we go around one more time since I left, or no?
No.
Nope.
No.
You got back just in time.
And okay. What's his speed?
He's moving
mine?
40.
Okay.
Can I moved up 20 feet and I used my action to shift into a warhorse. Can I use it? I can't do a ready to action, can I?
Not a ready to action, no. Because the action
can't use. All right, I can't use the rest of my movement when Mandra gets home. Right.
I will say, Mandra, do you want to mount up onto the druid?
If he turns into a warhorse, yeah.
Okay. You guys can mount up and you can catch up to the fleeing werebore.
Okay.
You will cut him off about 150 feet into the forest.
Well, I should be able to catch him right now.
Well, but you're running, so I mean, you're faster than he is, but he's got 100-foot head start on you, so it takes a moment. It will take like a round or two, but I'm not going to replay out.
I could get to him right now. My next turn, I can get to him.
Okay, because he's further than he shows on the map. I just ran out of map. He's another 60 feet past that.
Oh, so this last turn, he didn't move 40. He moved how far? When he ran just now,
he moved another 40, so he's 85 feet away from you. Because he had another turn since you left. He attacked Rain, and then he moved again. So he's another 40 feet past this. So he's 85 feet from you.
So I have 2 turns to go, is what you're saying.
No, you have two. It would take 2 turns. What's your movement?
30, but I could double, I could fly. I mean, there's different things that it doesn't. I'll let him go. If no one else wants to go after him, I'll let him go. It's pointless at this point.
I shifted into a warhorse.
I can only smite him 2 more times. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I hit him for 24 damage. It didn't kill him. It's not worth it.
All right, I shifted into a warhorse and stand beside.
Okay, you don't have to. We'll retcon you didn't shift into a warhorse. We'll save your ship.
It don't matter.
Don't matter. Okay, so you're a warhorse. What color of horse are you?
I haven't thought that far ahead. We'll just say like a brown warhorse.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on top of you and start riding you around, and I'm not gonna disrespect you in any way, but I'm gonna start riding you around and enjoying it, and like having fun with it and taking you on a nice ride. But I'm not going after him at this point.
Okay. So he runs away into the underbrush. It's about the time we usually stop. How's everybody feeling?
It's 12:15. I got work in the morning.
Okay. So you guys all get a total of we'll call it 1250 XP.
Oh boy.
4,900.
That's a nice number. I like that number. What's the next level? Anybody know? Was it
65.
9,000? 65. Getting close.
Getting
Yeah,
close.
we're getting there.
Maybe even next session or the session after that.
All right. Well,
That
gentlemen,
was a good session. I really like the encounters.
That was
Ah,
the
next
first
level.
zombie vomiting zombie T-Rex I've ever fought in D&D.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
I liked the monsters they made for this module. They did a good work with the design.
Were those two those two guys? They were part of they were NPCs that are actually part of this module.
They're in there just like if you need an encounter, these are some NPCs you can use.
Oh, really?
They can show up. There's a bunch of places they might show up.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Is there a chance that we might run into them again?
A chance.
Is there a chance that the paladin or the dinosaur dies and I get his sword?
There's a chance.
Okay.
I'm just sad that Madrid stopped me from becoming a werewolf.
There's also a +3 dagger that the guy had that you guys didn't even see yet. They're both pretty decked out. And that ring's pretty fucking rad.
Oh, he
Yeah.
had a +3 dagger? Damn it, I should have tried to steal it from him. I wish I would have known that.
What's the does the ring have a name?
Are you gonna look it up?
I would just to see how rad it is, but if you don't want me to, I won't.
That doesn't matter. It's the Ring of Winter. It is an evil artifact.
Oh.
And it has plenty of cool abilities. I'll go ahead and read them off to you real quick. Probably is not super secret. If you watch any of the D&D anybody streaming this, it always comes up.
Have you wanted to be Elsa? Because it's how you become Elsa.
Yes.
I just saw a photo of it, and the photo looks freaking awesome, or whatever they
So when it has 12 charges. When attuned to the ring, you can expend the necessary charges to activate one of the following products. One charge uses the ring to lower the temperature foot radius sphere centered on the point you can see within 300 feet. It drops 20 degrees per minute to a minimum of -30 degrees Fahrenheit. Frost and ice begin to form on surfaces when the temperature drops below 32 degrees. It's permanent unless the ring is used to end the effect as an action. You can also cast spells. Big B's Hand is 2 charges, although it's ice damage instead of bludgeoning. Cone of Cold, Flesh to Ice, which is flesh to stone, except it's ice. Atiluk's Freezing Sphere, Sleet Storm, Spike Growth, or Wall of Ice. He can also create and animate objects or creatures up to a certain CR.
All right, I was just joking about becoming Elsa, but
They basically become Elsa, but it also has a chance of like if you have to make a whiz save or like it takes control of you.
oh shit.
what CR's a snowman?
Make Olaf.
It doesn't. It's like basically you can create a creature, but I come up with we use like a Yeti or something. All right. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Rain, yes, we have to talk about that. We'll talk offline some point. Thank you so much for playing. I will talk to you all. Remember, no game next week unless somebody wants to run a one shot. Feel free to somebody take the reins there. Otherwise, I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
All right, well, happy birthday.
Thank you
Happy
for your
birthday,
birthday.
Ken.
Yeah, next Friday. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
What
Any
you want for your
chance of-
birthday?
I don't know. There's not really much I need. No, I'm good. If you guys want to make a donation on behalf of the stream, my link to my PayPal is still pinned to the channel, I believe. You don't have to. Nobody has to. If we're all going to play forever, this is my leisure time, like yours. If you wish to, the link is there. But I'll talk to you all in a couple weeks, the day before the 4th.
Word.
Enjoy.